something spoilerly and trying to like just
By the
walk
way,
around
I
the
forgot to hit
bush.
the record button before this, so the VOD begins now!
Oh shit, we were going to miss Pete!
Yes, yeah, good thing I got that beforehand.
Pete!
Honestly, I keep forgetting this world exists just because it feels like such a weird pit stop.
Even Aqua's like, whatever, I'm good.
This world isn't real.
Sorry, but I really don't need any kind of hero.
But it's everybody's favorite minigame! Fruitball!
Shit. The one where I believe, if you just keep spiking it, you'll win.
But funny story, considering the last time fire alarms went off when I was on the stream.
Yeah?
When I was taking my calculus finals, someone pulled the fire alarm.
Wow.
Well, was that yesterday or something?
No, that was like back in like 16th of December.
It's just like yesterday I was in statistics and for some reason like there was a fire alarm that went off accidentally. I'm like, no.
Don't tell me the first are here.
Is that my quirk to set off fire alarm?
I guess of some other stuff. Did either of you take a look at the Mortal Kombat 11 review today?
Really Mortal Kombat person.
Same, I'm not a big fan.
That's what I need you here because I need to talk about Mortal Kombat. Cause oh my god, it works so good!
Really stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah, good question.
Yes.
It's a constant for him to miss
is he
Pete.
gonna miss Pete again? I just didn't even think
It's like,
about that.
I'm gonna laugh if he immediately comes here once we finish Disney Town, like immediately. That Pete, I don't even think that Pete appears in another cutscene after this. At least until Ventus, does he?
Yeah, I don't think they'll Ventus.
Wait, what's with Jason and Pete?
He always likes Pete and like his cutscenes and stuff like that, but he never shows up when Pete is on screen.
Yeah. Happened multiple times. Oh, wait, it's time for some Fruitball!
The first grinding.
Have grinding in this game, this would have been like a walk in the park until you get to the OP bosses.
Yeah. It's just most of this game is grinding until like the end, and then you gotta pick a new character and then grind again. But definitely with Aqua, it's the most beneficial character to grind for because Aqua does all the post-game stuff.
And I will say, since we're doing Aqua second, then at least we get to see the special ending for Ventus's side then.
Yeah.
Because I do like that's like a little nice Easter egg. Like depending on the order of the characters, you can get a different ending.
Yeah. To this world or game in general?
This world.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So it is dependent on who's the last one. Got it. I was just like, how does that work? Because I don't remember seeing it in Terra because I played Terra's last the first time. Oh,
that's...
I see an Alexander in the team. Hello.
No, it's gonna begin soon.
Soon Pukuma will be coming out. And by the way, if anyone's just coming into the stream, Pukuma is now the base emote, so feel free to spam that thing later tonight. Oh, right, that's right. Alexander's doing the Smash Weekly. That's right, I forgot about that. I think Tyler's also at a weekly as well. So, probably pull up the Smash GG for the...
Yeah, I got a time for Dare to Fight. I keep forgetting that.
Got until Saturday morning to sign up for that, so...
I got a few buddies to sign up and they're not coming.
Okay, I just look at like you just slapped that Heartless over the stairs. It just flops down. Whacking my butt.
Yeah, and I think probably either tomorrow or early before the fight starts, I gotta get that training for Labo Man.
Oh yeah. I need to actually go create me for that. What time do you want to do that? Because I have class literally 9 to 5, so anytime after that, I am good.
Well, okay, considering that you're 3 hours ahead of me, I think I should be free at least by 3 p.m. Like no one in the house, I think.
Okay, so that would be
Like 6.
6 my time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like tomorrow I have my classes until around 3, but then there's the fact that I have to finish up this thing for Resign by tomorrow.
Oh, so that's why you couldn't create the fire fan art.
It's like it's my fault for being tardy.
No, even then, even if it comes late, it's still gonna be funny.
I don't even know what the idea is. It's just I already have a Photoshop thing of just Ren singing in the flames.
I have a little bit of homework I need to do this weekend, not a whole lot. It's mainly just do a blog for portfolio class.
I'm so depressed because Tuesday I gotta go back.
You're still not in college? Back in college yet?
No, we start Tuesday.
That's a late one.
Gosh. You Californians are lucky bastards.
Yeah, too bad we have really bad rent prices and lots of traffic.
That's why, because a lot of the internships for my program, you know, all are in LA and stuff like LA, San Francisco, that kind of thing. But I kind of want to get one in Chicago because, you know, Chicago compared to like LA is a lot cheaper. So.
No, you know what's scary is the fact that California can make an income of a country.
Yeah.
Moving out's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I mean, spring play auditions, I believe, are, I think next Friday and Saturday, I believe, so.
I just realized when Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out, I'm gonna be stuck in class till 5.
Actually, that day I get out early, like at 11 a.m., but I didn't...
Like, what is the, like, weekday it comes out? I know it's the 29th, but...
It's Tuesday.
On Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay, that shouldn't be too bad for me. The play, they have announced it, I just don't know what it is, and I've never heard of it before, which kind of happens with our plays, except for musicals.
What's the name of the play?
I would have to go look it up.
I just hope it's a play on word.
Irvin, no.
Okay, I'll go see myself out. I'll see you guys.
And there he goes. Do.
Okay.
And
Wait.
I dropped out of the voice call.
Wow. Okay.
Ba-da-ba-da.
Here's Fruitball.
Ah, yes, the engaging sport of Fruitball, which we waste valuable food. People are starving all over the country.
Now, here's the thing. If you literally just keep spiking it over and over, they literally can't do anything about it.
Spikes!
That's not what I'm seeing right now.
Now I got it going.
You're winning!
No, I'm winning.
Now you're winning.
Just remember, when it comes to the sport of Fruitball, don't do drugs.
I mean, technically, this is the closest thing to volleyball.
People teleporting and smacking a volleyball with swords.
And dunked on you, megalomania.
Why is it so chaotic?
I am literally just matching triangle over and over.
This is not. It's not realistic. This should have been like smelly fruit all over the floor.
Fruits are
All
deflated.
Food is a lie!
Remember, winners
don't eat meat.
But I have a Subway and it has meat in it.
Then you're not a winner.
Well, I guess that's gonna show what happens in Dare to Fight.
Really
By
been
the
into.
way, when is Dare to Fight, if I may ask that?
It is this Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on this Twitch page.
Normally I would be concerned depending on what my dinner is, because considering I got kicked out the first round, that shouldn't be that much of a problem.
I know I fought Lily round 2.
The post-game bosses? Well, there are post-game bosses, but I ain't doing them this time because Birth by Sleep is definitely when it starts to get a little overboard, let's say, with the super bosses.
No, Alexandra, chicken isn't vegan.
The Arthur episode in which they were talking about vegetarians.
Pat, you said Spiky constantly wins, but...
Sudden death.
Sudden death! Go!
See? It always wins.
That settles that.
You came close.
Yeah, but I
Oh,
won.
it's too soon. Too soon.
Yeah, but I won.
Waterman just went and smacked Aqua in the face.
You're the real hero in
I guess they got booted out.
I
Because
mean, I
they're...
mashed triangle to win, just like Kingdom Hearts 2, if that's taught me anything.
Suddenly Minnie! She just like
Yeah.
walks up into frame like, okay, time for my cameo.
and she's our queen.
Oh, please excuse me, Your Majesty. Where are my manners? My name is Aqua.
There's no need to be so formal. Just call me Minnie.
Ah.
You see, I'm not sure I'm doing a very good job protecting my kingdom.
From Fruit.
Oh, don't say that, Queen Minnie. We all know how hard it's been since the king set off the way he did.
I mean, you're
Don't
just
you
the
trouble
monarch
yourself.
here.
Why, we wouldn't even
It's like,
think
don't you
on
have
the
guards,
Ghandour
or-
Dream
I'm
Festival
only
if
an
you thought
elected
there was a
official.
solid
I
chance
can't do
anything might
anything
go
by
wrong.
myself.
Oh, you're
You can
very
shoot lightning. You can shoot like big
How
balls
about
of
that
light,
Pete, though?
Minnie.
Captain Justice
yeah.
You can't count on him for anything.
Wait, you're saying his real name is Pete?
Oh yes, I can't wait for him to. I can't wait to banish him into the oblivion.
Yeah, I can't. This is such a pit stop world. Like, nothing really happens here.
He wants to win the Million Dreams Award and hog the prize.
Wait, no, Pete does appear, but and Jason's still missing him, so it doesn't really matter.
It's part of our dream festival. We all vote for who we think the most.
I mean, to be fair, it's just like Ventus is like, hey, why don't you go try out this world? This might be fun.
Seems to have the wrong idea. He thinks that dressing up as a hero and proclaiming that he is
Oh
one
man, I'm pretty sure Sophie and me are gonna be excited to just jump in when it comes to Danganronpa.
they say.
Yeah.
How they treat
Soon it'll be soon.
Well,
I actually have memes saved. I'm like, I have memes saved for each chapter.
Wow. Okay.
And I'm gonna post
Seriously?
it. Yeah.
Oh, actually, I do admit, there is one meme I want to draw up before that comes out. So,
Oh dear.
Here, Sophie, I'll show you one of them in the DMs.
have fun.
Being popular is tough.
Look at these clashing art styles.
Okay, well that one's done.
back to Disney World anytime soon.
Alright. Where?
So is it time for poop break?
Give me a sec. Night. Alright.
God, the problem about having so many memes stored is that it becomes hard to look through your meme storage.
Alright. Here we go, boys. Okay, now where is...
Where's everybody? They're missing all the fun.
Okay, there.
Oh, playing Mario Party?
No, Fortune Street.
I didn't even know there was a thing with Fortune Street and Mario until recently.
That's the only way
No,
I
what
knew
I-
of Fortune Street for a long time.
No. Hold on.
Okay, literally, I have never played this before, so...
Back in my day, we used to play something called the Game of Life, and then we stopped playing it because it would be too long to just set it up and then put it away.
No, that's Monopoly.
Alright, so I have to mute myself because my dad just walked by with like his phone on speaker in Spanish. I'm like, nope, 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 not again.
Oh no! Las chanclas!
Oh, you. Oh my god, that's like every kid's fear when they're little.
My turn.
This looks so weird and complicated.
Okay, I'm just gonna go this way.
That's the way.
Actually, no. Here's the thing. I would say the Game of Life is much harder to set up because at least Monopoly, it's just money and pieces. With the Game of Life, it's money, pieces, and chunks of the board game
Oh yeah,
that
the
you have to put in.
the-
Like, yeah, the monuments and everything.
Yeah.
To make sure it fits all in the box. Sucks.
I like how my viewer count just immediately shot up after we started doing the command board.
I wonder what. I wonder. It's almost time for
What?
punishment. I'm coming to get you, Tigger.
I'm so confused. What the?
Wait, Pete?
What?
Is he the Bowser?
What?
JoJo pose?
I'm so confused. What just happened?
Random, is that you?
Alright, well I sent you that picture of the meme
that
selfie.
was a thing.
It didn't come out of nowhere. Just stomped. Just got a
I mean, this
100
is
gallon. Just stomped
This is
all
gonna
over
be
you.
where a majority of the stream is probably gonna be tonight because we aren't gonna have as much trouble with Aqua's final boss as we did with Terra. So
Oh no.
And so we're gonna finish the campaign today.
we're finishing Aqua's today.
Okay. Hopefully it doesn't spawn too late because
Hey,
class.
shouldn't.
Oh, you think you can run away from me?
I have literally no idea what's going on.
He just teleport. He just walked in the air.
It's like
Floats
I was gonna say like he was
omnipotently.
gonna go after Aqua, but then whoosh.
Just floats omnipotently.
Confused with my. This is secretly my technique to get someone to commit murder. Somehow.
Yeah, no, he didn't
Just a
even use
stand.
the
It's just a stand, is what it is at this point.
Oh god, don't give stuff we ideas.
Do you remember
Stand.
watching? I do remember watching Brain Scratch's playthrough of Sonic Shuffle and how Amy keeps getting screwed over.
Yeah.
You're just could just squash him? No? Okay.
No, Pete is giving Pooh money.
I am so confused on what's going on.
So apparently
I
Pete
don't,
is
I don't
giving
even know
Pooh
what
money.
I don't even know if Fortune Street just. Oh. Hey, you squashed over your headmaster, Tigger. That is a violation against the school regulations. You know what that means?
Punishment?
It's punishment time.
There's only that one time that he's all over Pooh and it makes it so obvious. Okay.
Oh my god, wait. No, hold on. Sophie, I just remember I wanted when we do get to this part, hold on. I'm gonna send you another picture.
All right. Are we gaining property or are we just collecting points or money?
I'm just gonna kind of if it cause I think Smash Door is kind of structured like this, so I'm guessing get to all the checkpoints.
Oh. Yeah, Smash Tour.
It's better than
I
Smash
prefer
Run. I'm just saying.
Smash Run.
It's better than Smash Run.
I still miss Smash Run. I really enjoyed that mode.
I don't know.
It
To
was
me, it
fun.
always just felt like inferior City Trial.
I will admit though, it was painful playing Robin. It's just so goddamn slow.
So it's the only time we can get Smash Run can get play Zelda somewhat decently.
Yeah.
I summon the mighty spear! Come on!
Oh yeah,
Hey.
that's gonna understand.
And Squash
that.
Boo.
That's the way.
Well, it's punishment time.
Wait, what?
He squashed Pooh.
Aqua? You want the mighty spear of Gundam?
What?
It's the thing that killed Junko in one, I think.
Okay.
When
Green Messer, I have no idea what I'm doing.
I think
I mean,
the
at least Aqua's blue, just like her name.
I think the cards let you like get actions, kind of like items in Mario Party.
Okay.
Because I seen like Tigger get like double dices from using that.
Like, why is Peach just stalking these innocent little cartoon animals? Well, Tigger's innocent.
But he's just getting money.
Here goes.
These money bags.
That's the way.
More dices. Oh, excuse me. Eddie Games, it's Fortune Street.
Honey, huh?
Chain of Memories?
Oh!
Oh
It's
What?
first!
It really is Mario Party.
It was literally an execution.
I'm so confused on what's happening in this mode.
Oh,
Not the bees.
Not the bees.
bees.
Connect 4, you
For
mean
in a
connect
long time.
4,400,444.
I don't even know how long this game can get.
I think it's till somebody reaches 10,000, I think?
That's how
I mean, at
it
least-
is in Fortunes.
No, I think
Okay,
it's till
double toll.
5,000. I said it's a 5,000.
I think he just doubled the prices on his shops.
Oh, great, inflation. Just what we need.
Oh, and you got more cards.
You know what was a good game played back in the day? Jenga. Jenga was a
Yes.
good game.
You know what's a good game? Jumanji.
No.
I'll catch up.
Let me think. Aside from Legos, trying to figure out how to play chess. That was something.
Nice.
Thank you, Gage Dragons. No, HJ Dragons. Yeah, I'm gonna put out another one pretty soon, though I feel like my next one, I want to do some character-specific, ones for, like, the 5 tips and stuff like that, and I'm thinking Ganondorf for my first one.
The
Because I see a
Princess of
lot...
Disrespect.
Well, no, it's just because I see so many bad Ganondorfs online in particular. Like, you guys need to actually start using what this character has.
I haven't seen a single ultimate guide for Corrin, so I'm just playing around.
Yeah, because a lot of Corrin mains are just like, what do you mean I don't get everything for free now?
Hey, I'm loyal. I'm still loyal, you weaklings.
Oh, Sophie, did you see that, like, last night? I made up my Corn amiibo, the pink one.
Okay. So wait, are we getting pots of honey? Is that what we're fighting for?
I have no idea.
I kind of wish I was like different person because I think I understand.
I literally have just been like rolling this entire time, and I'm somehow in the lead now.
Okay, Pete is giving you money each turn. That's what I've seen.
Okay.
Pooh is in last place. Excuse me, Pooh? Are you okay? This is normally not how things are supposed to be.
That just makes me wonder, are you gonna also do the bonus modes, Pat?
Well...
For Danganronpa.
I don't know. Like...
Okay. Aside from the...
It was the island for like the because I know like in all of them it's just basically a mode where no one dies and you just hang out.
Probably not. You should do Pokemon Trainer, guy. I haven't played too much of Pokemon Trainer. I would need to know him a bit more. I feel like I'll probably do most of the cast in the future for guides. I feel like I want to do Ghandour first just because there's so many bad Ganondorfs out there that feel like aren't using any of Ganondorf's new tools.
Did we finish the board game? I'm confused.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
It just kind of ended.
Wait, what?
Let's say the V. I won't say what the V3 of a bonus mode is, but I suggest you play to at least give it a try. Though the problem is that it's kind of time consuming if you want to get to see certain things.
I mean, like, playing for fun, it doesn't take long, but if you actually really want to get into it, then yeah.
Its own little game of its own. Oh, and hi, Tiny Hercules.
Yeah. Really scrapped. Like, man, his model did not do well in the HD conversion, I'll just say that.
Okay, you punched that guy, but the first 2 times you were just guacamoling them.
How can someone hurt you with the stomach?
Wait, what?
Like with some of the enemies, they just smack you with their stomach.
Yeah, well, I mean, they got a lot of weight behind them.
Bounce.
Wrong way, Aqua.
So you're telling me if I was extremely pudgy, I could use myself as a weapon?
Well, I mean, if you throw yourself hard enough, that's a big difference.
Aqua using fire? Unspeakable.
Oh god damn it, it's probably gonna set off another alarm.
Don't tempt fate!
I'm just scared if someone starts cooking because I'm in the living room right now, so if someone cooks and sets off the fire alarm, I'm gonna hear it again.
Yeah, sumo fighting is a thing, so there you go, Urban.
Actually, yeah, I kind of forgot.
Smash Bros. Is just glorified sumo wrestling.
No, that's K-Rool memes.
K-Rool. It's like, I want you to meet my belly!
No, Deity was doing that for years and no one gave a crap. Meanwhile, K-Roll comes in. It's just all a hot jet.
I'm the original belly fighter.
No, who
By
you
the
know
way,
also likes
Blade
this
Charge
guy?
is easily one of my favorite command styles for Aqua. I love this thing so much.
Giant laser sword.
Yeah. I think there's an even more advanced version of this that you can get as well. Yeah, especially for this.
No, the original belly fighter for you.
Yeah, he doesn't really use his belly that much in his attacks though.
He's the original gas fighter.
And the only one.
Hey, don't you be kicking my moves. Tiny Linky.
Aqua got the Monado.
Kinda. I forget.
The Monado's power.
In Xenoblade 2. Hey, how's it going?
Watching traffic.
I forget. In Xenoblade 2, is it still the Monado or?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's still like a future thing, but they don't call it the Monado.
Okay, so
I
that
feel
is
like I here at the perfect time because I am such an expert about this game series I've never played.
Meanwhile, I've played both Xenoblade 1 and 2 all the way.
Yep.
I mean, yeah. Well, I haven't played through it, but I just watched a playthrough.
Is someone really fucking calling me right now?
Get your phone.
No, he's driving.
Oh no. Wait, then if you're driving, why are you on the stream?
Oh no, he has headphones on. He can't hear us.
No, actually, Ty, have you played Xenoblade?
I played through Xenoblade 1, not 2.
You know what? That's my suggestion.
If it's a 100%, then yikes.
No, I did not. No, I did not do Xenoblade 100%.
So yeah, I wouldn't mind. I would actually tag along if it was Xenoblade. If we do a Xenoblade 2 on stream, just story wise. I have some things to say about that game.
I got 100%, so I'm good there too.
You know, maybe not for the next one, but the game after, maybe that'd be the stuff.
Good luck trying to get all the blades.
Oh, I ain't doing that.
Guess who did? Guess who committed all that time just grinding just so he could get one more rare blade he was missing?
Dang, Irvin, you really wanted to get all the waifus.
And then they released more. God damn it.
Then there's Golden Country Toro.
I haven't even begun doing that. I'm that burned out from Xenoblade 2.
So if we do Xenoblade 2 on stream and one of the blades, the only rare blades he gets is the bunny girl, I'm just gonna fate.
Is that the one with like the big heels?
Dahlia.
Yeah. It's like, character-wise she's fine, but that design...
No, you see, it wasn't even the chest that like annoyed me. It's the it's like the heel and the weird like feet. I'm just like, what is that?
It's like, it looks like she's like, you know, just a bunny girl, but she's also humanoid and she still has clothes.
No, it was more the feet that creeped me out than anything.
There's one
HK,
criticism.
thank you.
Yeah, there's one criticism I have about Xenoblade 2 is that some of the designs are way too over the top.
Oh yeah, I can agree on that.
I can kind of see Mithra, but Pyrrha isn't the kind of character to wear that kind of outfit.
Well, I mean, honestly, I've seen like the quote-unquote censored ones, and I think those are fine, honestly.
Yeah.
If like they were to use those for Smash and stuff like that. And hi, Fatty Blob.
They I think in the update they added those in the game with the update, but I still think you need to find them in order to use them.
Well, like
Actually,
if they were to get into Smash, I feel like they would use those designs probably.
No, yeah. The thing was that the gym you're talking about, like an alternate costume gym. You basically find that in one of the main hubs that you see at the beginning of the game. So it's like it's not that hard to miss it.
Good. We can finally cover those poor ladies up.
Well, you can only cover up Misra.
It's better than nothing.
yeah, this ain't Smash Brothers. You ain't rolling around forever. Okay, where was it? Anusa, there it is, yes.
I gotta admit, probably my favorite female blade has to be Pandora. Mainly because, like, she has to also deal with Zeke.
This isn't the mighty Pandora. Oh wait, wrong Pandora.
Pandora.
I love Zeke.
I wouldn't mind him being in Smash Brothers.
Remember, Magnus is totally gonna get into Smash Brothers, right, guys? Right.
Oh, maybe if he gets maybe if we get a Kid Icarus sequel is in that, then maybe.
But we have to wait 25 years.
That's funny.
Don't hurt me.
Please stop, it hurts.
Just want to see my angel boy again.
Yeah, but it's fish.
Speaking of people who should be dead, Mortal Kombat.
Yes!
I will not be able to give you much because I only saw the initial presentation with Scorpion versus Baraka, but there's stuff to talk about.
Okay, I pretty much saw most of the stream because I was in class and now have a second monitor, so I got to see most of it. I want it real bad. It looks fantastic.
The biggest thing is the fact that we have another meter for defensive options.
I love that it's separate. Like, that is huge.
Because that was always the biggest problem with, both 9 and X was like, what, do I spend my meter on trying to defend myself from a combo? Even though most options, it's probably better to try and aim for, well, actually, it's...
Well, it was that you only used the meter for EX moves and breakers. There was no reason to ever use it for X-rays and stuff like that.
X-rays was like you're gonna show off for some dumb reason.
Yeah. But, like, I love that they have the two separate and that X-rays are kind of their own thing. And that they're having, like, the effects of X-ray come into counter hits and stuff like that. I think it's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Also, I didn't like watch too much to get the nitty-gritty details, but so I'm guessing like there's no stamina bar and that kind of just plays into the defensive meter.
Yeah, didn't seem like there was any kind of
because underneath the life bar that was the finishing option.
Yeah. So I don't think stamina is a thing anymore or stuff like that. So.
Oh, did you guys do the poo board?
Yes we did, and kind of stumbled through
no idea what was going on.
Man.
Just...
I've had to do enough of that damn command board because of my completionist nature that I could have definitely been here to help with that.
I just wanted to do it once just to show it off.
Well, you did it with Alexandra, so...
She just comes in and she's demanding you to go back to it.
Go back to it! But we gotta finish up Aqua's story. No, go back to it!
Jason misses P, Alexandra misses P.
If she doesn't come in this session, she's going to say that in the next session. It's like Ventus is a high school student.
But what's it called? Other stuff that I'm really looking forward to. I love the basically back to the drawing board with Scarlet at the point.
Yeah. Well, she had like the back end of Mortal Kombat 9 that even exists. So.
Yeah.
And plus, you could definitely like unless we. I won't call it a back down yet, despite the fact that this entire game is being based around, oh, we accidentally killed too many again, so it's time travel to bring everyone back, or at least everyone.
They kind of just have to keep finding excuses to bring characters back, so.
Yeah, like we thought it was like, oh wow, they killed both Melina and Baraka in MKX. They're really going for it. It's just like, oh no.
No, Baraka's in the first trailer.
What the heck is going on in the Mortal Kombat continuity?
It's never been very clear, honestly.
No, you're all talking about Mortal Kombat. Here I am just eating a Subway.
Like, I'm no Matt McMuscles or Kenny, but like, I know the lore okay enough to know that it's fucked.
Yeah. I mean,
if you
well,
want
it's
to
also
get your
that the
sanity of
gameplay and lore are like very, very separated from one another and stuff like
Oh
that.
yeah.
So.
Well, that's like most fighting games in general. Is that there was never really a story. There was just an
Yeah.
excuse to have all these characters fighting each other.
Exactly.
Like Persona 4 Arena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it somehow has a deep story.
That's
Quote, unquote,
actually
deep.
also, and that's also canon.
It actually develops certain characters.
Yeah. No. I have nothing for that.
Sorry,
I-
I'm just eating Subway.
That's fine.
I played Persona 4 Arena. The one character that I like to use a lot is Yukiko, but I'm never able to get that one hit.
Yeah, in Persona 4 Arena, especially Ultimax, I primarily played Aigis and Mitsuru in
My
that.
armor.
Oh, the broken one.
My armor. Before there was Ruby Rose, there was, I guess.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I always loved. I
As
always loved
Alexandra
playing
Food
Kanji.
Break's over, we had no idea what the hell happened in it, but
Oh no, she missed poo break! Oh no!
Oh no.
she was wearing headphones, she couldn't hear us.
Okay, maybe next time. Oh no,
Spare for later.
never end.
She's
Never
gonna
end.
She's gonna be fighting for Ventus.
I mean, these characters are suffering enough, so why not suffer them even more?
I love also today of just that in the KH community, all that's going around is the picture of Sora crying at this point. I'm just like, wow.
I mean, it's not the first time he's cried, but
Yeah.
No, it's Sora crying in HD.
Hey, in HD, that's a big difference.
in high definition
Literally,
and a
we're-
whole new
we're-
game engine.
But yeah,
Those
literally,
high
we're one
different
big
pictures.
Sora. The KH Ventus is just one big Sora protection squad.
I mean,
It's like, we want this boy to be happy. He's our little
No.
cinnamon bun.
In 3,
I mean, I'm the guy in the corner with the camera recording it all.
gonna get so much sweet YouTube money off of this.
No, and I'm just staring next to stuff, and I'm like, what's going on?
I don't
Oh.
know.
Uh,
I mean, I haven't seen much of the picture of Sora crying. I've mostly just been seeing Sasuke getting choked out every other week.
I love that meme.
it's what he earned that. I do admit, I find it funny that me and Jason were talking about Naruto in the previous KH stream, and immediately the next day that the meme started to happen.
No, you see, I think my favorite one that started up because of that was people started to take Yu-Gi-Oh ones, and there's Yami getting punched and then shaking hands with Yugi afterwards.
Yes.
I also saw a similar thing where they took the same scene where they're taking the Sasuke thing, but they're instead of having Itachi just holding whatever objects.
No,
My favorite one is the variation with Kurapika saying, "My clan died first."
No, my favorite one has to be it's Joker doing it to Sasuke, and Xander Mobius replied, saying, like basically say that you're too weak, Sasuke. I'm no copy of you.
No,
I think I prefer the Noctis version.
Yeah, the Noctis one I loved. I think my favorite one for the actual Sasuke one was the old man from the "I guess I'll just die" meme of just "I guess I'll just kill Sasuke."
Actually, someone did in video form of K. Rool just doing this with the
Oh
Sasuke.
yeah,
Yeah.
That was great.
Down throwing it to kill, yeah.
I'm sorry, but from all the shit that Sasuke pulled through the entire Naruto series, he deserves this.
Yeah, now that just makes me wonder how Anime Expo's gonna be.
So, how many memes of choking Sasuke are there gonna be?
This is like shirts of Sasuke being choked.
It's already, I mean,
There'll be
Sasuke's
shirts,
already
there'll be
Sasuke's already
people
getting
with-
arrested at anime expos already, so.
See, we're gonna have people with it on shirts. We're gonna have people with the picture photo printed out so that they can put it over their own arms. We're gonna have people who are already going as Sasuke, just getting in the post like, all right, let's do this.
Yeah. No, my favorite. I gotta say, my favorite people who I've seen at Anime Expo. It started in 2017. It was those people who went at the Persona 5 command board.
Yes.
We were all
When you're-
taking bitch.
When your command is so good that people cosplay with it.
Unfortunately, I lost a picture of that though.
I mean, I've seen the pic before. It's probably you can easily find on the Google search.
Yeah.
You always hope so, but then turns out not to be as easy as you would hope.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're... How long have you been on this? I just realized.
Keep failing.
Been a few.
Probably 20 minutes.
That's certainly the big thing with Aqua is if you don't have some really powerful commands yet, it's really hard to get kills fast.
Yeah.
Aqua is with patience comes power.
Yeah.
And when the patience is finished...
Don't get a lot because of it.
Now she's just spamming projectiles.
Well, I mean, that's Aqua.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that's probably a Smash player.
No, that's K-Rolls.
Those are specific Smash players.
Yeah.
Oh, Inklings.
Mega Man.
Well, remember with K-Roll, you gotta turn off your brain.
Yep.
I swear I'm trying to make Dark the Pit Boys seriously and try not to rely too much on side B.
No,
But, you know, it's a habit.
On side B, no, just nair for days. That's all you need to do.
Yep.
Cinderella, the best companion.
Well,
I don't like her finisher, but I like her command list.
Yeah.
I hate the fact that they have like unique names, so I have to take a second to realize what I'm
Yeah,
using.
it's just like, what is it?
Speaking of Smash, so what happened with Mewtwo? Did you just get blown up in that tournament?
Okay, I'll talk about it. Okay, so Mewtwo in doubles, straight up, Mewtwo's not a doubles character because he dies so fast, and with Mewtwo, my round one, I basically just kind of gave it up because just Mewtwo was not working, yet Lucina was, so with Lucina, in losers, did fine there until I came against a Snake. Normally I'm fine against Snake. I lost game 1, switched to Toon Link, I won that one, but the problem is he switched to Ridley game 3 on Smashville, side beat me off the Smashville platform, died at 0, and then...
Oh, fuck.
And
Hey,
then
he
after
recovered.
that, he got me off stage, and then if Ridley gets Toon Link off of the stage, he can basically just keep doing neutral B over and over and over in Toon Link. If he doesn't have his double jump, he's screwed. So I went from 0 to 150 trying to get back on stage, and that was just another stock right there. So I got cheesed hard off my second time.
Wolf.
Go from 0 to 0?
And that's why, like, now the plan is either Lucina or Palutena at this point. Like, no more games.
My Hero Zero.
I would say Palutena just because she needs more rep.
I would say probably the opposite right now because Palutena's absolutely a top tier.
Yeah, I've actually seen lots of videos of people
Yeah,
decimating.
but Lucy, if anything, there's a few too many Palutena mains out there right now.
Oh,
Oh.
okay, that.
It's just the thing, there's not a lot of level man, so I got an advantage.
Well, if
What's the
anybody,
beauty
if
of
there's,
being...
I've seen a few me gunners and definitely a lot of me sword fires. Not a whole lot of brawlers though.
I'm actually kind of amazed of how many viable Smash fighters there are right now.
I mean, generally most of the cast is viable at the moment. The only ones I think truly are not viable are Bowser Jr. and Sheik. I like for sure are not viable.
Hi, Zach! Here's your second cameo in this game before you get killed off for some reason.
If that's Zach, where's Cody?
Where's Mr. Mobies?
No
My
running.
favorite Kingdom Hearts character.
No running in my Coliseum.
Phil, did you eat Mr. Moby's?
Oh man, that show was...
Man, Smash Bros looks great then. This is the best Smash tourney. So Aqua, are you, what's your main? Are you a Palutena main?
I feel like Aqua would be a Zelda main.
Pretty Palutena.
Who shall be purified?
I hope the day that comes when we just do like Kid Icarus Uprising online mode.
Oh, yeah, for a sub night? Definitely, at some point.
We can all bust our wrists together.
Yeah.
I never had an issue with it, okay? And even if you do, there's multiple custom control options. Shut up, people.
I personally,
I'm sorry,
never had
but
much
I'm not
Considering
good
the
at
fact
video
that's-
games and I need my left hand to draw.
Pat, the fact that Sakurai himself ruined his wrist means that joke is never going away.
I'm sorry, but Uprising is forever abandoned to the 3DS.
Wait, Sophie, you're left.
Would Terra be a
Yeah.
Ganondorf main? No, he needs somebody with the same IQ as him. It's okay, Rule.
Hey, I take offense to that.
But you
I mean, I would say
searched your
Ventus
heart,
would
you know,
probably
to
be a Fire Emblem character. Probably a Crown Maid because, you
No,
know,
yeah,
Crom's
he would be a Crom main. He would be a Crom main.
Can I just say how
You
amazing?
would think he'd be an
Crom
Ike main, but he's actually a Crom.
is? No, I just.
I
love
know.
Crom too.
Sora would definitely be a Pichu main.
No, I gotta say though, I love Crom.
No, Ventus would be the Pichu main.
Ventus would be a Pichu main.
What? All right. What about Xehanort? What would he mean?
Xehanort, Smash 4 Bayonetta.
Oh.
Yeah, he'd go straight for the high tiers.
Everything according to plan.
Oh, here's the funny thing. If Riku's the Dark Pit main, then that makes Sora the Pit main. Just cause.
But they're like the same character though.
Don't tell Sora that.
Randomly the same character.
I think Sora, like the same logic of like, Ventus would use one of the Q characters, and like, nah, I apply that logic also to Sora. Like, you only have Sora's many personalities. I think Roxas is the only one who would break the mold.
You see, the problem is I don't think any of the Kingdom Hearts characters have a high enough IQ to be a Snake main or anything like that.
Sora's a Pikachu, Ventus is a Pichu, and Roxas is a...
Incineroar. What?
but Roxas isn't the hype man though.
Axel is Incineroar.
Axel would be an Incineroar main.
Oh no, and Lark
Mindset of
C
like,
would...
oh,
And Lark C would be an Isabel main just to spite her enemies.
she'd want to be a Bale main, but she'll find that she can be way more insulting as an Isabel main.
I can make more people suffer with this adorable pupper.
Because they don't see it coming.
The wait for Joker. Joker
just
is
show
soon.
me a render. I want it so bad.
Yeah, Snake would, Goofy would absolutely be like a Snake main out of
Yes,
nowhere.
Goofy would be a Snake main.
And then Donald will be a Robin main.
No. You see, the thing is,
She would probably.
Donald has to be one that like things never work out right kind of main.
Do you guys hear that?
Bowser Jr.?
Oh. I mean, maybe he's a Shulk main, but he'll never know how to make Shulk work.
I'm really feeling it.
He's the kind of Shulk that just goes shield at the beginning of every match.
I'm that Shulk that goes Buster at the beginning of every
I
match.
mean, that's alright. I mean, I personally think speed is what you should go, but that's just me.
Oh yeah, Pat, did you buy another barrier spell?
Yes I did.
Or command? Then you can probably make a cure barrier.
Alright. I just got Leaf Bracer, so...
Okay.
Friendship between boys.
Alright, time to kill Zack again.
Again.
Let's fight.
Again.
Again.
I don't even know Zach
I do
as a character.
appreciate Zach at least not having the Buster Sword.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, he doesn't even get that till like halfway through his game.
Yeah. Again, I just picked up the one like Tumblr post from Crisis Core of just like a soldier cloud of like I think there's something wrong with Sephiroth. Where to fucking begin?
That's certainly the biggest problem. That's more or less the biggest problem with the fact that they made prequels. It's just like, we know Sephiroth is a bad guy, but like, wasn't always a bad guy.
Want to humanize literally the Dark Angel. Huh.
Like, he doesn't get much in FF7. He doesn't get much screen time of being normal, but still, like, there was the time.
Actually,
That's
question is the Buster Sword like some sort of legendary weapon, or is it just a giant big
No,
sword?
it's just a
Okay,
giant
so it's
sword.
just a giant long sword that Zach just happened to get. Okay, sure.
Isn't it a bunch of swords together?
No, that's in Advent Children. That's a completely different sword.
FF7, everyone.
I haven't even finished 7, and I already know a lot of the stuff.
And done.
All I know is that all I know from 7 is from Kingdom Hearts. Aerith dies, and everybody became sad, and Cloud turned emo because of it.
Speaking of, I think we already referenced this before, but that freaking Cloud picture.
Oh, and Smash, yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Speaking of swords, I put it in the chat. Just
Really? It's you? Here I thought I'd
Oh yeah, I definitely agree with Ace Archer. They definitely did a nice fusion of his original design and the design sheet of Hercules.
Yeah.
Hades.
Also, man, I remember the first time I saw like a screenshot of this fight upcoming with Hades.
Oh, yeah.
my sword is a
I remember I was just like,
So you're Hades.
Well, especially, playing Kingdom Hearts 1, it's just like, oh.
Yeah, exactly, and you're just like, one
Why
was
would
bad
you bring
enough.
him back?
Why did you bring it
because
back?
Hades wants to make people suffer.
Over the darkness. He's not
Then you
smart.
realize he just gave you a couple of extra attack points, and that's like, oh wait, no, this is fine. You don't have to constantly aim for the head on this
Yeah.
massive, well, Titan.
No, you know, Urban, that sort of thing reminds me of when Corrin was first revealed in Smash, and they had all the Fire Emblem characters just comes up while he's like Corrin has like this murderous intent, and Roy's like, oh no, we can take him on, and then the chainsaw comes in,
No,
it's
you
like,
see, I remember when Korra got
fuck?
revealed and all of the reaction videos coming out of like the people that don't play Fire Emblem and are like sick of all the
They
Fire
just
Emblem characters.
complain.
Just like, look how many freaking Fire Emblem!
there's more Mario than Fire
Like,
Emblem.
I mean, for me, it was like I'm a fan of Fire Emblem. I didn't think 4 was bad at all, considering like the series was getting popular at that point. And I give Roy a bye because he's been in Smash before. It was when we got to Core, and I was just like, okay, guys, let's maybe chill for a little bit.
I understand the marketing strategy, but this is
Me-
this is
It's
the
a
modern
bit much.
internet. We're cynical as fuck now.
it's even weirder because Corrin and Roy were basically got into Smash because of the same reason, marketing.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the problem is
Like,
Roy
Corrin's
turned
the
out to be a
more-
cool character. Corin,
She's a good fighter, but she isn't cut out to be a lord.
She shouldn't be the main character. That's the biggest thing.
yeah.
Basically, she's literally like a sheltered princess just thrown into a war zone, and it goes exactly as you expect.
Yeah.
She somehow
Yeah.
improvised her way through the entire game.
Are you talking about the upcoming Dare tournament? Which, if people don't know, what is that, Pat?
The Dare Fight Tournament. Well, you see, it is my Smash Brothers Online Ultimate bi-weekly tournament series that's going on right now. I have a video on my channel detailing all about it. Registration lasts until Saturday morning. And it's going to be this Saturday at 7 p.m. EST. Anyway, Ice Titan in this game, far easier compared to his Kingdom Hearts 1 incarnation.
Because it's not the Ice Titans.
Yes.
Yeah, can't you just love? Can't you wait for Ice Titan in Kingdom Hearts 3?
I'm actually looking forward to it because Kingdom Hearts 3 has a much better combat system than Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah.
Hey, Lily.
Hello.
Oh, hi, Zach. How's it going?
Oh,
It's going alright.
Drop
I'm
into the
just chilling
stream.
today.
just in time for Let It Go.
No. Well, fire and let it go.
Oh, the ice type. Oh my god.
At least it's the Ice Classic, so it's not
Yeah.
nearly as bad.
I'm trying to like
Okay.
find a video.
Let It Go was a good song. It's just it's frozen, so it gets over marketed.
I'd say that's just more Disney. That's over.
And you know, it's one of those songs
Yeah.
that everybody would just keep on singing back in the day whenever they heard anything so much as like a hint of it, and then people got really easily annoyed at it over time.
Yep.
It's just oversaturated.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
with how like the exact same thing happened with a certain Fate song.
Why does it have another remix in Smash? And like, that's the only
I
Fate
know,
song.
right?
There's so many good Fate songs.
Hey, Thorn and you,
Plenty.
Pat, Road Taken, anything like that?
Hell,
Yeah.
even if they had just inserted the final chapter version of
Oh,
All
that-
Alone, that would have been fine.
Oh, that's like the best version. Oh,
Yeah, that's the only version they needed.
I would say actually my favorite one is in the DLC with Shigure's final.
Oh yeah, with
That one was great.
Nintendo, I'm sorry, we can't release this final version of it. That would be spoilers. Also, Nintendo, hey,
Hey, here's all the party members of Xenoblade.
Wait. Is that the reason why they never released the final DLC pack?
No, the final DLC pack is because that would be a hell of a lot of localization.
Even though they localized the Awakening.
Yeah, because Awakening was the only thing going on at the time.
Yeah.
They're also working on Shadows of Valencia at the time
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
Fates.
that's true.
But that was a lot. That was a pack that had characterization, and that's what Fates
But,
really
okay,
needed.
yeah. With Nintendo's
Although
with-
compared to Fates, it was lacking in gameplay, admittedly.
I enjoyed the more puzzle aspect of them, but again, once you solve a puzzle, then there's only so many times you're interested in doing it.
Admittedly,
Yeah.
with Nintendo spoilers, I think it annoys me the most with Xenoblade, because especially there is one spirit in particular I'm like, really? Really? You're gonna spoil that?
Yeah, it's like they legit the fans create till turn 7. Oh hey guys, look at this, Becca Fiora.
Don't even
It's like
care
all
about
that-
Becca
all
Fiora
that
anymore. Like,
effort.
really? Come on!
All that effort is gone.
Next time I'll put him in his
I mean, Xenoblade is approaching the 10-year rule at this point, but still.
But they had the new 3DS and Wii U releases.
Yeah, because so many people had a new 3DS and a Wii U.
How about one date?
I mean, even then they spoiled it in Smash 4, and that's when at that point it was like also, oh by the way, we're gonna
That's
put
when
Xenoblade.
Xenoblade was still like super niche at that point.
And I'm still a work in progress.
I mean, the only time I know about Shulk is like people want Shulk for Smash. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
same
I mean,
here.
he looks cool.
See, since I'm friends with Alexandra, I knew of Xenoblade like since the beginning, and I was there when the initial like push to get it overseas like really started as well.
Okay, this is a cute scene. Too bad Zach doesn't get that date. Bye, Zach.
And then it goes to die.
You enjoy hell.
That's basically his relationship with Aerith, wasn't it?
Pretty much.
Nothing.
Ouch for him.
When you put it like that.
Strength alone won't
Then
make
Cloud
you
goes to
worthwhile.
steal Aerith, and then she dies.
And then she dies.
Strength alone won't make
Oh,
you
yeah, I just realized
Well,
that was. Oh my gosh, when was the last time like Blazes uploaded a comic dope?
You've got strength in your heart too. Never stop trying.
I watch a lot of comic
Just
dubs.
how much you're
I don't watch many.
I watch like one here and there.
You too.
I usually see the ones that occasionally come across my Twitter feed, which is usually because of you, Sophie.
Still just kind of waiting for a certain mic adapter to come in before I actually do more fan-dub stuff myself.
Now Keyblade that is absolutely worthless to Aqua because it has no magic.
Magic. No rules.
Yeah.
do a new no magic run.
with Aqua.
Yeah.
It's
fuck
torture.
That would also mean no cure, so you're just going to be burning through potions.
The parts at least we're finishing the Stitch world chronologically. Because surprisingly, it's the only time where Aqua isn't the last one to come.
Yeah.
Yeah, you usually see him get sent off in the direction of Hollow Bastion.
Poor Lilo, she got shafted in Kingdom Hearts.
No, the Heartless got her.
Okay.
Hawaii had never had.
Is there any
It is, the sad thing is, if it weren't for Stitch, Lilo would have gone into child support, into social support. That makes me sad.
The best thing about
you think
Lilo and
about
Stitch is everything not revolving around Stitch.
Okay,
and
by the way,
space.
guys, I just got stuff from the person that's helping me with rebranding. Oh, you guys are gonna like this when it's fully done. That's all I'm gonna say. It looks sick.
Maybe.
Oh,
Good.
Maybe
That's
so.
why you haven't seen any review videos in a bit, because I am doing the rebranding right now. And I wanted to get that done.
Are we gonna see some animation?
Not animation right now, but maybe soon in the future, possibly.
Wait,
Hey,
wait,
pay apps
Captain
for
Anime?
Emo Toon Link because we're probably not going to see him soon.
Yeah, the Toon Link is gonna get retired after this year for sure, at least in terms of branding and stuff like that.
Pay apps for Toon Link.
The Brawl era's dead.
Now I'm just trying to think, what is Sophie gonna do? Is she still gonna do that joke that she said she was gonna do for April Fools?
What's the joke?
I think it was doing a Super Crown version of you. Either that or I was asking commission.
Oh yeah, it's a super crowd. Right.
Yeah, the only one
You
of us
never
that's
actually
gotten so
commissioned
far.
I've commissioned it, but you haven't paid me.
That was actually the situation. We'd be having a very different discussion.
And I would say once Kingdom Hearts is released, then yeah, I'll probably have time to do commissions again.
Oh, okay, so then I'll be ready to send you money because I'm about to get Final Till 8 next week.
Yay!
Yay. Well, I mean, focus that on where it needs to go, man.
Yeah.
I
The
get
fact
like
that nobody
3,000
remembers what I said I was gonna do for April Fools is good.
Don't worry, I can just go back
Oh,
to the
now
scene.
I'm remembering this room. I remember this room being hell my practice run.
Oh.
Because it is a long enemy gauntlet, this one.
I would say back to Xenoblade when it comes to characters, people's favorites usually either Melia or Dunban.
Yeah.
And they usually get thrown out of the stick. Well,
Right.
actually, Dunban gets the final 2-star. Poor Melia.
Yeah, she gets shafted so hard.
Yeah.
Like, Chugakawa just points out how bad it is. The
I mean,
fact
that's
that, like,
kind of with a
Charlotte's
lot
like,
of our... Let's be real, that's with a lot of RPGs that characters get shafted really hard.
it's like if you're not the main protagonist, love interest, and you're a girl, oh, you're gonna get shafted hard.
Just like On in Persona 5. Get shafted so hard.
I mean, I love Han, but yikes. What happened in the second
As
arc?
soon as
no.
Makoto shows up, On's relevance is done.
Pretty much, yeah.
Just say that was the worst introduction to Yusuke ever.
Oh, because especially because the introduction to Yusuke, I was just gonna be like, oh god, I'm gonna hate this character, but he ended up being one of my favorites, so.
Poor Yusuke. It's like always
Oh,
end up
man,
in the short end of the stick, and Aqua is on fire.
I hate myself because when I got to the end of Persona 5, my first run, I had like 3 people at rank 9.
I think I was
Just
like
because-
one away from getting Yusuke's, I think. So I'm in a similar boat to I'm in a similar boat to Sakurai.
That's certainly something that kind of is a big reason why it took me a while to get into Persona, because I'm like, I want to see everything, but I don't want to necessarily follow a guide for the whole
Yeah, you
damn
can't
thing.
do everything your first run.
I know, and like if it was a game that you can kind of breeze through, that'd be one thing, but it's a
Persona you
freaking
can't breeze
RPG.
through.
Like even
Yeah,
Chrono
no.
Trigger, like you can see the different endings because they're doing New Game Plus at that point.
Yeah.
No, yeah. In my new game plus five, I'm 130 hours in, and I'm almost at the end again.
Yeah, I'm about 150 hours in, and I'm at Palace 7.
I remember playing Fire Emblem Fates blind, and I'm trying to get like pairings for the child. And once I reached Xander, the only one left that I'm still using was Parry, and that was probably the worst support combo
Worst
I ever
support,
done.
but that probably ended out well for Sigbert.
Yeah, but still, that
yeah,
romance
no.
wasn't satisfying. Ugh.
One of Xander's worst support conversations.
Oh.
I should have saved Charlotte, but then again, I didn't want to get screwed over Benny's child.
Benny deserves more love.
Benny is such a bro.
He is.
Yeah.
Really, him and Charlotte are so perfect because they're just themselves.
Yeah.
Like,
Mm.
and
I
even then,
would-
like Charlotte's like not that rude. She just needs money because she wants to give it to her parents mainly.
Mhm.
Honestly, I probably would have been just as fine if she was doing it for selfish reasons, because then it'd be a more interesting character.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the nuance of like doing something because they care about other people is fine, but it's like sometimes you just want someone who's just a bit selfish.
So like Anna.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say Conquest had the more interesting cast.
By the way,
you
you
see,
love the
my-
fact that
To get onto a Fire Emblem thing, I think my thing with Conquest is that I always feel like the characters in Conquest have a gimmick, and that's kind of all they got. For me, personally.
That's a lot of Fate itself, but yeah,
Yeah,
The
that's,
Conquest people got
that's
way
definitely
more
not
difficult.
just Conquest in that
Yeah.
oh
regard.
yeah.
yeah. You feel it's the hardest in Conquest because you don't have anything
guess
with the
just
story
more-
to distract you.
And more,
By the
I would
way,
I would say the word is
I would
more
say that's the real
colorful.
reason. Yeah.
By the way, how are your guys' stance on the court chapter?
That took 3 hours to not get anybody to be dead.
That took me 2 hours on hard, and on lunatic, I bullshitted the shit out of it.
Let's just say I was extremely lucky that where I put Elise and and Jacob.
I thought you were about to say Joker for a second. I was like,
Oh,
yeah.
wait a minute.
I think Jacob's Japanese name is Joker.
No,
Yeah,
it is,
that's
it
the
is,
problem
it is.
because I've been following Fate since its Japanese release, so I sometimes screw over the names. Like Korn in Japanese was Kamui and Effie
Yeah.
was like F. Like actually no,
It was
Arthur
Effie.
was Harold.
Yeah.
Oof.
Leo's Leon.
Which that was the most funny one, Xander Marks. But yeah, it's like because as I was saying, if I didn't have at least a Jacob in that one position, I would have failed that chapter because that Pegasus Knight was so close to that.
I looked up my first run because Camilla was able to kill a flyer that almost made it to the end.
I would say if Camilla wasn't deported into that chapter, that would have been a pain because
That
Camilla
would've
was
been
probably like
impossible.
your best tank in that.
You damn near required Camilla to get past that damn chapter.
I feel like at least, like, despite Conquest difficulty, it's actually fair for the most
Oh
part.
yeah.
And I'm
There's
actually
some really
tempted to
dumb
play it-
gimmicks though.
I'm actually
like,
tempted to play it again after I recently played through Thracia.
No, the thing I will always
you got
remember
to three?
the thing I will always remember
That
about
was
Conquest
Reinhardt.
is Kaylin's first playthrough of it because you are required to have a skill in Conquest in order to beat the final boss. If you don't have it, you can't win. And remember, in Conquest, you can't grind.
Unless you buy the DLC now.
Which is
That's more money.
Take
You're already
your
paying a
money.
lot more money.
what did you think of Thracia?
I like that it gave more story for the what happens between genealogy because I like genealogy story a lot, but I'm
Mhm.
never playing it again.
I agree completely. I haven't even finished it yet, and I'm in total agreement.
Wait,
And it makes me happy
alright.
that I managed to get Leaf in Heroes.
That was
Yeah.
something I wondered. I heard that in Thracia, it's actually possible for healers to miss their healing.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
what?
It's
Yeah.
because of how the RNG rolls and
What
how
is my purpose in life?
It also has a chance to heal twice in a single turn.
Yeah.
My parents named me Dr. Medicine, but I became an engineer. Oh God.
I mean, to be fair, in Fire Emblem Echoes, if you want to heal or use magic, you have to sacrifice your health, so it's like a draining. Well,
I think what you mean is infinite healing each other grinding.
actually, I just realized, yeah, Pat, you never played Echoes, right?
I didn't get a chance because by the time Echoes came out, a little thing called the Switch came out, and I didn't feel any need to go back to the 3DS.
Yeah, I remember your reaction to that.
That's what kind of sucks with Echoes.
Well,
it came in at a.
It was just like I would totally be down. Like even with my Fire Emblem like kind of burned out, I'd be willing to give Echoes a shot if there was both a 3DS and Switch thing, because the Switch was kind of lacking a big RPG outside of like Breath of the Wild, if you want to count it that as such, even though it's more of an adventure game. But like, and like it was coming out like right at the end of when I finished Breath of the Wild, so like I would have been totally ready to hop into Echoes, but
like I would say we can do Echoes as like a sub. I would say you can use Echoes as like a sub goal, because I do really want to get some more love with that game, because while the gameplay is hit or miss, I would say the story is really good in that.
Yeah.
Gameplay itself is fine, but the fact that you're working with map designs that are really poor.
Very outdated.
It's pretty. The gameplay is pretty old school. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the gameplay is old school, but it's still interesting enough to keep your interest and to be worth playing around with.
I think we were.
But yeah, like the maps just aren't interesting enough, and some of them are just plain bad.
Again, I think we were talking about this last time. If Nintendo just like looked at competitive Smash and was just like, huh, a lot of people are using Ike right now, and then just announces that they're going to do a Radiant collection or something like that.
Yeah, like just porting that would be fine because they were on the freaking GameCube. They're not that dated.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, if we're gonna get remakes, then yeah, let's bring in either 4, 5, or 6. But
I feel like the next one that will probably get remade is FF6. No, that's not
FF6.
Fire Emblem 6.
Yeah, Roy. They've shown the most interest in Roy's.
Actually, I wouldn't mind, because I think Binding Blade does need to do a bit more.
And especially now that they got an English voice for Roy down, like, I'm totally down for it. Let's go.
I think it'd be really cool if they took FE7 and FE6 and combined them into
baby!
like genealogies, 2 generations done in the same game. Sure. I think that would be amazing, at least.
I'm not sure, because Fire Emblem Burnout is real. And those both games are very full games.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why you just play them at your own pace.
But at the same time, I do kind of agree. I mean, Fire Emblem has started to, at least with 3 houses, it does feel like, okay, it's been enough time, I feel like, at this point to where I'm kind of ready to get back into Fire Emblem.
Same.
I am really curious of what they're trying to do.
It was mainly Fate. It was
different.
Fate in particular, just because you played for the game technically 3 times.
Yeah.
I'll say this: I finished Conquest in like 3 weeks, Birthright in like a month, and it took nearly entire summer vacation to get through Revelations.
Exact same story for me, but starting with Conquest.
You're talking to the guy who beat all 3 paths in like 3 to 4 weeks.
You poor soul. Why?
Okay.
Herman, please! You want to love Fire Emblem, not hate it!
I spent my entire weekend in any time I wasn't doing schoolwork.
I mean, I did marathon Birthright, but then I was slogging through Conquest and Revelations.
Also, I bought the DLC
I think it might have been a mistake to do Conquest first, because say what you will story-wise, at least Conquest you're doing some different things every now and then. Birthright, you're just doing the same route the enemy. Gimmicks.
Yeah.
Although I bet that Revelation actually made me appreciate the simplicity.
Yeah.
I mean, on the bright side, Revelations is a fun way to experiment your team, but the problem is by the time you get to Revelations, you have way too many characters.
And half of them,
that you had to use all the royals.
And half of them
recently did a playthrough. I finally recently did a playthrough where I actually only had 7 units because I was doing like a My Units run where people were transferring to me.
Yeah. A corn run, yeah.
And when I was doing it with only 7 units, I was like, this is suffering.
Yeah. You're telling you 7. You should only be so lucky. I did an amiibo run where I only used my character and amiibos.
That's something.
You are desperate for magic users. Because all you have is Robin. And he's good at what he does, but he doesn't have staves. Also, you don't have any bows on anyone.
Who was your spouse in Fates? And Urban? No, you can't say Anna.
My first one, I married Flora in Conquest. I married. Who did I marry in Birthright?
It was.
In Birthright, I broke the bro code.
I don't remember. For Conquest, I don't think I got far enough to marry in Conquest and Revelations, but in Birthright, it was the maid. I forget.
Oh
her
yeah,
name.
no, I remember it.
Her 2 maids.
The female one. The one you get like right away.
Felicia.
Felicia, yeah.
Okay, Felicia's actually pretty good.
She's charming.
Okay, so
Okay, I remember now. So I married Flora in Conquest. I married Rajat in Birthright, and I married Fugo, or is it Fuga? No, Fuga in Revelations.
Isn't he the bold
Married
guy?
Fuga.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, it was Revelations. I had stopped giving a crap in that. I was just going for maximum pairs, maximum characters, which is also suffering.
It could have been worse. You could have married Gunther.
You can't eat Revelations.
Well, you can't, yeah.
Can in Conquest.
Yeah, but I was a guy in Conquest and I was a girl in Birthright, so.
I want a guy in all 3 paths. Alright, so it was that Birthright, I married Selfie, so I broke the bro code. In Conquest, I married Flora. And then
What bro code? Your relationship with Silas is stupid anyway, because you don't even remember him at the beginning.
And Revelation, sorry Sophie, but I married Anna.
Well, I mean,
Of course. I mean, I think, yeah. I mean, multiple playthroughs. I think I did some Azura. I tried out Jacob, but I think the one I did for mostly nearly all the paths was Kaze, just because story-wise, I think it made the most sense. And it's a good thing too, considering that Birthright he could have died.
I refused to marry Azura because I knew what.
Okay, here's the thing. In Birthright, I was like I learned afterwards I was like 1 away from saving him, and I was so mad.
I unofficially saved him because I was just farming the supports, because it's just like, well, that's most of the reason I play Fire Emblem, at least modern Fire Emblem.
Yeah,
I murdered the ninja husbando.
I already knew
Which
about
one?
that trap. The green-haired one, I forget his name.
Kaze?
Kaze! It's Kaze, you fool!
What's funny is I don't know his name.
After he sacrificed himself.
Who I actually did end up marrying in Birthright without having any idea of what would happen if he didn't at least support him by a certain chapter.
Now, in my case, I knew about the trap, so I just already had the A ready.
It's a good support, but still, it's like, okay, you just kill a character just cause.
Well, it's like the
Yeah, so it
feeling
was
I
tough
get
in
from it, like,
Birthright, and then I married Benny in Conquest.
oh, that's cute.
Okay, Benny's cute. Though I do admit, I kind of want to do a playthrough in which I marry Arthur just for the lulz.
Oh wow! So
And just have Pit as
So
your
I want to
child.
also yes, I want to have Pit as a child. So yeah.
Well, I was gonna
Also,
say then.
man, fuck Percy's recruitment chapter. You get far enough in the story, and that shit becomes rough.
No, thankfully that was like one of the first ones I did.
Okay, that's
so I
finally done.
Yay!
I mean, I would say I like the concept of Percy's chapter in which you pretty much just have to pay people to stop fighting you.
Yeah,
they give you money.
Yeah, but you
No.
have to use Dragon Vein to. Yeah, okay, yeah, you have to use Dragon Vein. They give you money. That way you can strategize and trying to get as much.
I think
people
what the
in
funniest thing is in meta terms, like they confused Arthur for Gazak, who is the boss in Forrest's recruitment chapter. And
Yeah, that was
Gazak-
great.
But Gazak is like one of the best recruitable units or capturable units. Like you get him on like hard mode or higher, and he is a god. He has like max strength, almost max speed. He has crits for days, and he has some great skills off the start. It's like he's one of the best warriors / berserkers you can ever get. Like, bye Arthur, you've been replaced.
I mean, Arthur isn't really lucky, so I'm sorry, Arthur. I would say the hardest child paralogue was actually Raja, because I didn't think it was sensible to just get Hayata to talk to his daughter, so I've just been stuck grinding on Faceless. So that was fun.
Same.
I was actually always pretty efficient with that chapter, so I always got rid of all the Faceless spawns before I got to Rajat. And then I learned, oh, you just need to hightail it to Rajat and end the chapter. Okay.
I feel bad for the people that kept attempting Shiros without a rescue staff.
Oh god.
Oh.
Either a rescue staff or just getting freaking Ryoma on a Pegasus and just running.
No,
And even
no.
then, you had to
No.
risk any potential archers coming after you.
No, what I love, there's this someone made a drawing. It's like the peace-loving Hoshido, the crown prince Ryoma, the most violent and badass guy in Birthright. Meanwhile, in Conquest, Nor that seeks war, but Xander is just a big shield for everyone.
Ironically, he literally became my literal shield in the ninja chapter, because that chapter stung.
That chapter was just insufferable with only 5 units because Amiibo run. It's just it wasn't even that hard, it was just a slog. Lunatic, on the other hand, that was actually difficult, but still a slog.
It used to take multiple tries until eventually I decided to just screw it and just put Xander in the front lines and just have like my magic users or archers to just snip off some XP.
So Xander was the epitome of a Jigen.
I mean, for how hard Conquest is, you kind of need a Xander in that playthrough.
You need a Camilla until Xander shows up and isn't afraid of arrows, and then you use your Xander.
Meanwhile, Leo is just there.
Leo is so middling, it's so unfortunate for him.
I know,
He doesn't have enough magic to nuke things, but he doesn't have enough speed to double. There's no point in giving him swords.
Horse.
Yeah, his horse is a great boon, but he just can't do much once he gets out there.
Look at my
So,
horse.
in a
My
sense,
horse is amazing.
that's one thing Takumi has over Leo.
Oh yeah, Takumi is like insane if you vote.
The fact that his personal skill means that just give him anyone that's a pre-promote and he'll just be critting
But
for
why
days.
does he have to be such a shit character that I don't like at all?
Oh,
He's a
I
Sundere.
actually think Takumi's a pretty good character just because he's one of the few that doesn't kiss up to Korn.
He's a shit character in that he's such a shitty person.
Well, I think
to
it's
start
like,
with.
okay, in Birthright he's alright. In Conquest he's annoying.
He's a
Unbearable.
douche.
Not weak, I'm not.
Also, even if Korn didn't like Takumi at least did see that there was something up whenever it was before the nuke of Makoto, but
Also, man, Makoto is such a waste just because of how early that chapter comes in.
also it was like, I am grieving over a mother. The other siblings, wow, Korn can wield the Yato, amazing.
Yeah, that game had very poor pacing.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, didn't you guys just cry about your mother a cutscene ago?
Like, I know she's your stepmother, but come on.
Your dad loved her.
She's been here longer than him, probably.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
God, like, Sakura was like a little girl by the time... Well, no, like, what was their ages? Like, a lot of them were pretty damn young when Korn got taken.
I would probably say Sakura would be like 1 or 2 at that point.
Like,
maybe.
Hinoka was like just on the cusp of being a teenager, so like in her pre-teens, I think.
Yeah.
Also, talk about a wasted character. Hinoka gets so shafted.
Well, that a funny thing about Hinoka, she literally got added in just because her design
Yeah.
is cool. So that's like.
And
poor
didn't they
Hinoka,
just like?
she literally-
And the funny thing is like there's that Xenoblade character that looks almost exactly like her.
Which
Oh,
one?
Laura.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
I think
same.
what is even like the more unfortunate thing is that Yusuke, the character artist, he was like, I really like Hinoka's design. I prefer drawing her over Camilla, but she got nothing.
And I don't know. I've never been a fan of Camilla. Ever.
Well, most people weren't too big of fans when they saw what there was only 2 things she was really giving.
We all know what most of the fans really like her for, even they try to defend her with different points.
Yeah.
And you see, just like, okay,
And
here's the
even-
thing.
And
I'm
even
just
then, those
never
things,
that...
I'm not defending that.
Totally
It's
not
just-
trying to call it Iblis or anything.
I think they
Like-
had something going
like,
for the fact.
the thing is just like it's that kind of character type. Same thing with like Ivy and Soul Calibur and stuff like that. They just that type never does anything for me ever. So
Me neither.
And the one
I
thing that I
agree.
like that they were going for is that she's a little bit on the
Overprotective.
crazy side due to her childhood and there might
Would've been
lead to
great if they
overprotectiveness.
did
But I
that.
seriously wish they didn't make the sister character the fan service.
Yeah.
See, but that's the thing. We're trying to give Fire Emblem Fates too much credit.
Jojo, you
Eh.
missed a lot of Pac getting curb stomped in a single room.
hate
And
that
lots
room.
of fates.
Hate that room
And
so
with
much.
lots of fates talk. Fates. I love you, but I have.
I don't like
you're
ya.
You're a very
I
problematic
clearly-
game.
I clearly enjoy playing it enough in that I played every story on hard, and then hard again with all amiibos, and then I'm now on the lunatic runs. So I
mean,
enjoy
I had-
playing it, but like,
It
yeah, I
could have
need
been
breaks
better.
every once in a while. Uh-oh,
I
what's that give
played-
us?
By the time I played Face, I was well accustomed into the Fire Emblem mechanics, and I was able to play it properly. So that's something.
I still hate myself for what I did.
Zach, what
Oh.
did you give us?
Oh,
What-
and by the
what
way,
did
I
Zach
also
do?
played it.
Probably one of the best silly little parodies of Fates I've seen, and it has multiple parts.
Let me see.
Oh God.
Oh, I see. I think it's. Well, if we're looking up memes.
We abandoned the story a while ago, and we're complaining about other things now, Jojo.
Hey, it's Stitch. It's everybody's favorite
Stitch has a
favorite
voice.
character that took over the alien ride in Disney World.
Well, that one actually was for a lot of different reasons that ride got replaced. Not just because Stitch was like relevant or anything like that.
Uh-oh, what did Urban put?
The Twit chat.
You know what? I'm gonna also put in the other one.
Morgan looks so cute there. I actually really like Tiki's inclusion in Awakening.
Yeah.
It was nice to have her go somewhere than just being the lolly dragon.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The only feel non-lowly dragon.
And it feels strange that after Awakening, no more mentions of the other. At least, because they have the Teleus games, then the Marth games, the
Ellie-
Roy and
no.
Elliewood games, and
They are
everything
named-
else is just in its own universe.
Oh. Kind of weird because like the only ones that are like hard confirmed as part of the same universe is Arcanea with Awakening. I forget what even the content is
Arachnia.
really named.
I think it's changed to
It's not
Vaughn?
It's not Arachnia. Yeah, well, Valm
What's
is
that?
the continent to the west.
I would say that I find it funny that after playing Echoes and going to Awakening, of knowing who Walhart's ancestors is, it's quite a.
Yeah, it was certainly interesting going in reverse and like after getting into the series for real with Awakening and going back to playing Gaiden. It's like, oh.
But
These-
remember
It's
you
like
have to eat
that's
your
a
fruits
descendant
and
of that.
vegetables.
Okay.
I do like that Walhart's a vegetarian.
It's like you gotta be strong. So that means eating your vegetables.
Winners don't eat meat.
Man, Robin sexuals and corn sexuals are such a fucking waste.
Uh-huh.
Like, there's so many potential conversations to be having with people, and then it's just like, nah, they'll get one with the main character, and then they'll fall in love. Shut up.
Someone please save Scarlet from the corn sexuals. It's
Scarlet, right?
Actually,
Renee?
Scarlet is actually one of the better Corrin. Actually, has one of the better romance with Corrin,
Yeah.
but still, it's like not
Rina,
even a
like-
Ryoma.
Rina's
No
like
Ryoma,
one of
okay.
the biggest ways. Like, she doesn't have one with. She's freaking Makoto's retainer before she dies. She doesn't even have anything with Orochi. Like, God.
Yeah.
I kind of it's like, Reina feels like she was made only to promote the Kinshi class,
Yeah,
and
Kinshi
it would have been great if she's not a Corrin sexual, because then you wouldn't have to risk locking out a child if you want to marry the first gen females.
That's another dumb thing. It was like, oh, we gotta make sure the child comes out of it. It's like, does there? And
Yeah,
or
if I
even
could break-
or even ending with an S support with like opposite sex. Like, god damn it, guys.
Oh yeah, no. Basically, I like in Awakening how you didn't have to like worry about, oh god, am I gonna screw myself over the S support?
Well, I was more annoyed at that. Just like, why is everyone supporting each other? There's only so much character intrigue you can get out of this.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I like limited supports, just because it means that the actual writing is a bit of a higher quality.
Yeah, but I like
Awakening-
limited support. I like limited supports, even though I don't like that once you finish certain support chains, you get locked out of other supports.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, JoJo, Corrin Sexual and Robin Sexual are characters that only have significant supports with the main character.
So like Anna, sorry.
Mm.
And while in
but-
Awakening, at least, like Awakening and Fates had like some of those characters, they would have like one same-sex support chain, but that would be it. Like, why does Gunter not have an opportunity to talk with Felicia? Because apparently, like, all of your servant characters should probably have support chains, but I'm sure there'd be interesting things there.
Oh yeah, like of course, like Felicia and Flora were like ice tribed against their will to be your mate.
Well, even I liked Jacob just being a shit with Gunter, and Gunter's not dealing with any of it. Even if he compliments him, and Jacob's still like, "Shut up!" It's like, yeah, this is why I don't like you.
Yeah.
That was a great one. And the Felicia and Flora one was cute too.
So again, like, it's just like, yeah, just more and less babies. Give us more supports and less babies.
It's actually kind of hard because I actually like some of the child units in Fates, but I'm like, yeah.
That's another problem with the fact that the child units have no real bearing on the plot. Is like you're less
They're
likely
just
to connect
grown
with
up.
them.
The
Yeah,
only
you
reason
look
they
at the
exist
future.
is because Awakening had them.
Yeah, and even the
Also-
Awakening kids, you could.
But you
skip
only
them.
exist because people liked the system from Awakening.
And like I can appreciate the level of create your own units in that sense and like min-maxing and shit, but like I play this for characters. Gameplay comes second for me.
Uh,
And like
how many times have you been killed, Aqua?
No, she
she
didn't
was
get killed
wrong.
He
there.
won that one, but still,
Oh,
died quite a
it
few
looked
times.
like she was okay.
I forget where we ended off last chapter. So
Still
last
finding-
chapter, last stream.
Last stream was after the
Radiant Garden we were at. Is when we ended.
Well,
Yeah.
I was trying to remember the death count.
It's on.
Oh god, that's right, I forgot to update that throughout the stream. Oh.
no.
Oh no!
It looks-
The one time I forget about death counter. God damn it.
Well, looks like the
Rip!
looks like the highlight reel. Looks like the highlight group has some more work to do after this
Shouldn't
volume
have
is
been
out.
ranting about Fire Emblem. Oh no!
Y'all distracted me when you're talking waifus.
Oh no, you're the one who started it.
Did he?
No, I did not. I didn't start this Fire Emblem talk at all.
Pat's rarely the one to start most of these conversations.
That was all on
How
you.
can you be the how can you sure that?
Okay, I think it started when I was suggesting Echoes as a sub goal, and then we just streamed over into Fire Emblem waifus.
Yeah.
Okay, so this time it's Sophie's fault, not my fault. Got it.
It's all your fault. Don't get out of it. Don't try to get yourself out of this, Urban.
We're all Fire Emblem weebs.
The only one we won't blame is Zach, but even then, they...
Zach just kind of
doing
came
it
in
a
here
little
and was
bit
just like,
late,
I'm gonna
and
participate in this.
You participated, but you weren't the one that started the fire. You just helped fan it.
I just...
Still added fuel to the fire.
Alright, well, Pat, the next time you stream, I'll look through the stream and I'll tell you what the best
God.
I'm willing to go through the stream to find the death count.
This trooper right over here.
God, you have a lot of panels down there. I just scrolled down and I was like, wow, there's a lot of stuff to advertise.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Advertising.
Also, you need to update your emotes page now.
Yeah. That got all changed up now, so...
So I wonder, when Pat gets to Danganronpa 2, I wonder if he's gonna understand the bagel jokes.
Bagel?
What about bagel?
We'll explain it. We'll explain it in
Is it a
detail.
Japan-like thing, or...?
No.
It's actually the bagel joke is a bit more obscure than you think.
For what reason?
You've got a minimum of 2 people who haven't played V2 yet, so...
It's from a YouTuber who just made a joke. And
Oh,
just
okay, it's a
ran.
community joke.
Okay, it's a community thing. Okay.
Yeah. I lost my train of thought.
It's like pancakes in Persona 5.
Well, let's not forget, someone X orange juice.
What?
I kid you not. So I kid you not. Someone in Danganronpa is shipped with orange juice. I cannot. I'm not joking you.
Is it at least like Tofu Survivor and that it has a cute hat and some gloves?
No, it's just a picture of someone holding the orange juice, and then the fandom went, "Hey, let's ship it with orange juice."
Well, it's more the how crudely drawn it was. Hey, Steven, I heard you were trying to get into Danganronpa. How's that going in for you?
I've been playing games rather than watching games. Like, I burned through all of Spider-Man over the weekend, including the DLC. So that's done, and I went right from that to Nier Automata, and that was a mistake. The fact that the dodge button is on a different button causes many issues.
Well, I think it was the thing that was driving me nuts when I was, oh god, I think it was back when we were doing Lower Room, the thing that was driving me nuts was, we recorded Arkham Asylum playthrough, but I was also playing through Origins at the same time, and Detective Mode is on 2 separate buttons. That kept messing me up because I kept switching back and forth between the 2 all the time. Oh.
Is there any other games where like the sequel has that much has just enough controller changes that it becomes a problem if you're like just going through them all?
Yeah.
Like I could think maybe Fire Emblem, but even then, like if you're in the same console generation, the control scheme's usually the same.
Yeah.
Maybe the only exception being from Fire Emblem 3 to Fire Emblem 4, because 4 had a whole different system to it.
I'll be right back.
Ventus keeps trying to activate Detective Mode.
Now, I know when I was playing the Kingdom Hearts 3 demo at Anime Expo, I never played much of Kingdom Hearts. I only played a bit of 1. So I kept pressing the X button like an idiot, thinking that was jump.
What? It's never been jump.
But it's jump in any other action platformer, usually.
Exactly. So I'm like, why isn't it working? And I look at the controls, I'm like, oh.
Why do I keep swinging when I'm trying to jump?
No, I remember though I pissed off my
Pat,
sister.
you have to be a good girl and do what you're told.
Fine, Mom. But wait a minute, I'm Space Mom. Wait a minute.
Wait,
is this Space Grandma?
So it's Stefan Space Grandma?
Am I what's her face that's controlling this ship? I've never actually seen all of Lilo and Stitch, so I don't remember any character's name except is it just the General or Admiral? Usually space travel follows Navy rules.
Yeah.
Some other friends are calling me. Sorry for only like having cool to them at
I
least
must go now. My
earlier.
planet needs me.
It's fine. It's nice having you on, Zach.
See you Saturday.
Only a shame he didn't come on when Zach was on screen.
Yeah. Hey, magic increase. That's a good thing for Aqua.
That's the only thing for Aqua.
Magic is everything.
Get out of here, Reinhardt. And
Is it?
everyone from the beginning of Black Clover. Seriously, that anime just started with like very blunt of everyone just going like, "Did you know magic's everything in this world? Like, why are you telling someone who grew up in this world?"
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I've heard that Reinhardt's actually can be a hard fight from his game.
Oh, Reinhardt is a fucking monster.
Doesn't he have like a skill that he just takes 0 damage whenever it activates?
I don't think he has Great Shield. But he does have Vantage, which means he'll always go first. Yeah, Vantage in Thracia means that if anyone attacks you, you're gonna go first regardless of health value.
Jesus Christ.
And he also had Dire Thunder and also a Brave Sword, which means, well, no wait, he doesn't have the Brave Sword, I think. I think he has a Magic Sword. But still, like, he has a Dire Thunder, which means he gets 2 hits in before your turn starts if you don't use his sister.
That's dumb.
And I think Leadership Stars are in that game, which means he gets a boost by just being that beast of a person.
Yes.
I forget. Yeah, I think Leadership Stars. Yeah, Leadership Stars are a thing in Thracia. They're just not as. They're just a bit. They're like a step above where they were in Genealogy, but. Yeah, the Berserk staff is also a good idea. Like, the big thing is if you because Zach mentioned some of the ways you could cheese out Reinhardt in his chapter. One option usually is to just have his sister Olwyn just go in, talk to him, get her magic sword, and just make sure she was beef enough to be able to just decimate his entire armory. Because she can also have Vantage, and Vantage is nice when you have it.
But when the enemy has it.
Oh yeah, it's the epitome of I love it when I have this, but I hate it when the enemy does.
Tear up mechanic in a nutshell.
Yeah. Well, at least when
Conquest
enemies got that in Conquest, it was based around the nerfed version.
Yeah.
Fuck you, final boss, though.
I still need to. I haven't even dealt with that on Lunatic yet.
I've heard.
I only did that on hard, and that was my very first playthrough.
I think I've heard on Lunatic there's a skill that can stack debuffs, so good luck with that.
Oh yeah, no. Hell, Iago has that for permanent usage when you fight that chapter.
Ah man, a mage that has staves when they're not supposed to.
And infinite staves. Like that was the epitome of just screeching to a halt just because you're like, alright, who do I want to get hit with this status stave at this point? Because it's not going to be great no matter how you swing it.
Yeah, no, at least it's someone pointed out, it's like he does circle through, so you can at least
yeah, there's a pattern to it, but they all suck.
Yeah.
Don't you love how Birth by Sleep just has nothing to talk about in its middle game?
That's why we had to go on all these tangents.
At least say like going with the
Alright, I'm back. What did I miss?
God, what are they called? They're not the style changes. Fuck, I don't remember what they're called. I really like Blade Charge. It's definitely one of my favorite of the level ups.
We finished talking about Reinhardt.
Yeah, we talked about how much of a god Reinhardt is in his home game, which translated very well and very unfortunately to Heroes.
Yeah.
Even now, Reinhardt is still pretty top tier.
Magic is everything.
Magic's amazing when you can attack before the enemy you can kill the enemy before they even get a chance to attack.
That's not even including if he can double.
I'll head over there now.
I think she's the councilwoman, if I remember now.
Yeah.
Grand Council Lady. That's what Leo calls her.
Did you try to smack her?
Because
He casted fire at her.
because in this game the talk command is X when it's normally triangle.
Mm-hmm. Gotta work with those limited handheld buttons.
What do you mean limited? They're the exact same 4 buttons.
No, limited. Oh,
Yeah, that's fair, Jojo. Is that even remotely how it's spelled, or did you get auto-corrected there? Because I don't think that's what Reinhardt's name is spelled in Overwatch.
I'm not sure.
If it is, then man, I've been reading that wrong.
No, it's
There are
another
two.
language.
There are technically 2 Kamuis if you count Corn's Japanese
Kamuis?
voice actor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Wait.
isn't
Kamui.
Kamui.
Isn't there a Kamui in Gaiden too?
Yes.
That just reminds me of just press F for all the Smash commentators that are gonna pronounce Arsene's names wrong on stream and all that.
They're gonna get called out so
Arsene.
hard. It's just like me on like Game Explain Watch Bros. They just say it wrong. I'm just like
Malay. I'm sorry, Andre. That's just straight up wrong.
they
Like
say
I'll at least give it credit to like Rabbit in that if he's pronouncing it in an odd way, it's usually because he did the research and people are just realized, oh, we've been saying it wrong.
Yeah. Well, like especially when I realized that, like
So,
in
Camus.
like in Skyward Sword, that it's supposed to be phi instead of phi.
Fee,
Oh.
fi, fo.
Well, like
Xenoblade
I
was
see
down.
FI, and all I think, and what I think of is the musical fee.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, I mean, hell, we were all doomed with Camus for the longest time because everyone read it and they thought, oh, it's like Samus, Camus. Oh wait, this is French. That S is silent.
Oh yeah, he's Camus. Like when they say it, I'm like, wait, his name is Camus?
So, yeah. No, that's a different person.
No, Camus from one of Marth's games.
Oh,
From
okay.
both of Mars games. Camus was the progenitor of characters like Xander who get themselves killed for no good reason.
Oh no, that reminds me of like a sprite edit someone did. It was a Camus sitting on a cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it.
Also, Camus he's voiced by Travis William in Heroes, but he's voiced by Patrick Sayes in Fates. Not Fates, in Shadows of Valencia.
I think the voice of Sazo is the same guy who voiced young Xehanort.
Is it Ryu? Ryu?
Ryu, yeah. I'm still not good with that one because I haven't actually read up most on what the Japanese pronunciation is.
Well, no,
What the?
the Smash commentator, the Smash announcer says Ryu.
Mm.
Yep.
At least we don't have some like.
Ninja.
At least we don't have characters like How Wrong or How Rank, whatever the fuck his name is from Tekken.
Or, you know, you don't have the Blaze Blue announcer.
BlazBlue.
It's Blaze Blue.
BlazBlue.
They say Blaze Blue.
I know what the reason is. It's the same issue with freaking Samurai Showdown in which there's not a W.
Oh shit, I forgot the Promised Neverland episode was tonight. Oh.
You can stay up late.
I mean, depends on what her university schedule is like.
Says the one that's on
I have
break.
classes at 8.
I'm not on break, but I only go to 2 days in a week, so.
Tomorrow's been the day I've been dreading all week. For me, because tomorrow, literally class is 9 to 5, no breaks.
Oh, wow.
And then the fact that I also need my training before Dare to Fight.
Yeah.
Maybe I should bring my Switch to college just to play, but at the same time I need to study and stuff and like blah.
You're in syllabus week right now.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm gonna start on Tuesday. I don't want to go back.
I don't want to be responsible.
I don't want to get my college education.
Just
I don't want to. I don't want to cure cancer. I want to turn people into dinosaurs.
I'm just still salty that I didn't get my film class this semester.
Oh, which one didn't you get?
Like my film seminar.
Mm.
And I need that class so I can start taking my core classes and study computer
those
animation.
are the worst. Those are the worst.
Okay.
And by the time I got into classes, the thing was all filled up, and I'm like, crap.
Story
That
time.
sounds exactly
Okay.
like my school.
Story
That
time on
happened to
why
me
I left
too.
my original university, okay?
But the thing that sucks is that I was able to get my film class for my first semester, but they had to take it out because of my science lab for another class.
Mm.
Hold it right there.
Yeah, and my classes were on hold, so when I got that hold off, all my classes that I registered for were taken, so I had to redo my schedule.
Oh, that's the worst. Okay, so Pat, your situation with your university? Or
So
old
what
one?
happened was there is, of course, the one class that you need that's a prereq for like all the other stuff that you got to do junior and senior year. That's only offered in one semester, one class that holds only 20 people in a 200-person program.
Then you're still alright.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's.
It got so bad to the point where there was basically a town hall with the higher-ups to figure out something that would happen, and they kept saying, we're gonna get something worked out, it's gonna be okay. They kind of kept doing that throughout the meeting, and then I just kind of eventually raised my hand like, okay, you think or you know that you're gonna get it sorted out. Pretty much it was thinking at that point. I was just like, okay, I don't feel like I'm getting college ready and I'm in my junior year. Two, I don't want to be sitting around here wasting money each semester until you figure it out. And yeah, that's when I was like, okay, I gotta find a new school at that point, and I found,
Yeah.
and that's when I went to Paris at this point. I've been enjoying my time here.
Similar problem with mine was like our problem is like specifically for the animation program. The problem wasn't getting into the intro class that you need to take. It's getting into the specialist class.
Oh yeah.
Because how the program works for us is like, all right, you do the intro to animation, you get a basic understanding, mostly digital.
Yeah.
And then when you go, then you have the options of doing computer animation or traditional. With traditional being like everything, like everything that's kind of outdated. So like you even do cell animations.
Yeah.
So you do cutouts, cells, backlight, etc., etc., etc. And the computer animation is just 3D animation.
Yeah.
Depending on the professor, you either focus more on learning the software or focus more on just creating animations. I did the former for this one just because I needed to get the credit. And then after that, you can specialize essentially and go on to continue doing the traditional animation or keep doing the computer animation.
Mm-hmm.
You can do both if you can do both if you have the time and effort for it or the scheduling. But you're only required to do one because that's what you want to focus on. But getting into those initial classes for the specialties, again, you only get like 30-some people for an entire animation program. And they only offer the class once per semester, and they don't offer it in the spring. So you can only take it in the fall, which means everyone is just fighting hand over fist to get into the initial classes so they can keep going on with their majors.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I think I talked with one of the teachers at like one of the our dean of their college, and it was like, okay, we have a problem here.
Yeah.
And we started to get some summer class variations, at least for computer animation.
Yeah.
I think traditional is a bit more limited because I think only 1 or 2 teachers are really qualified for it. But computer animation has more options, so they could do that over summer.
Yeah.
And that's still a big boon.
I think that's the problem with my getting to film appreciation because I was able to we had seats open for the lecture. However, you have to also link it to the film discussion, and the film discussion class has 30 seats.
Ooh.
Well, the lecture has 120, and you can only get to the discussion class that's linked. So I got screwed over there.
At this point, I'm just kind of looking for where to do my internship, just because the head of my program has a lot of connections. So if you have a studio you want to work for, he can kind of get you into it, kind of deal, but your portfolio's got to be good. The one I'm shooting for is NetherRealm. Really bad I want an internship at, but we'll see how it goes. If not there, then probably somewhere like Way Forward, Iron Galaxy, somewhere like that.
Pat, come to California, we could go eat ramen.
If you want to house me for like 3 months.
I personally prefer pho, but they take too long to make.
How long do you like to, how okay are you on sleeping on the floor?
I can't even bring a cot.
I mean, you can
It's
bring
not
a
an option
blanket.
here.
I tried with a sleeping bag on the floor. It's not that good for like a month.
Well, you see, some floors are not. Some floors you can actually sleep on and be fine. Other ones,
Well,
not
that's
so
my
much.
sister's apartment floor.
You're talking to the guy who's for months to years on end, he's either slept on a couch or... Yeah, he slept on couches.
No,
and
you
on
see,
floors.
couches are fine. Couches are fine.
And floors.
At least there's some padding.
Yeah.
Like your
I
neck
tried sleeping
might
on
be
a
a bit
bing.
out of.
I tried sleeping on a bean bag. That was the worst mistake for my back.
Oh, big mistake.
Hmm.
Well, see, Pat, I would offer you the couch, but one of the place I sleep is the couch.
Damn.
And I don't think my California option would be much better.
And then it's just like, Dad, I need another couch. Why?
Can't he just bring his cot? No, it's gotta be another couch.
It has to be a
My-
couch.
Look, my sister is independently in her own apartment, and she doesn't even have a dinner table.
I mean, at my mom's, I have my own room, and the living room has the couch, but my dad's, I have to sleep on the couch.
Pretty sure. Yeah, that's kind of the situation. We have my room, my mom's room, the guest room, and the couch as options at my mom's house.
I just say I'm just extremely lucky that my local university has at least some sort of like animation classes.
Oh yeah.
Oh. It's not like in the state colleges that it's not purely animation, but at least I can like learn animation while also learning other stuff like editing or film production.
Mhm. Yeah, same with mine. Looks like I got my first MK11 analysis video in my subscription feed.
I am just waiting for Max to start uploading
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, Matt McMuscles just put his out, so that's one of the two MK marks I'm familiar with.
Like I'm just waiting for Max's crowd reaction video at this point.
Yeah, the reaction video where Kenny and or Steve is just going nuts in the background.
Time
Alright,
travel!
so how much-
Time travel!
Alright, so how much do you guys bet that I will or will not make it past round 2 as level man?
For Dare to Fight, I don't know. Just the problem with seeding for Dare to Fight is that this is a lot of people's like first tournaments and stuff like that, so makes my job kind of hard trying to track down. Okay, who's been to a tournament, who hasn't?
It was kind of funny with the early
think-
registrations of the last tournament because I see he's like, oh, I gotta buy it. That doesn't seem right.
I mean, I just need to learn how to. The thing is with Corrin is that she works best with her air attacks, and I have to get the opponent into the air first.
Yeah, I mean, stuff like down tilt is really good for like popping them up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's really good. Oh, I actually have a fun experience with Peter Pan as a child.
Oh.
Because
Got it.
like
Go on.
Go on.
No.
well, before I got into the whole like the Tinkerbell franchise, which was really what my thing is, I actually grew up with the sequel to the Peter Pan and not the Peter Pan movie
Oh, Peter
itself.
Pan 2?
Yeah.
The one
I've
with
never
Wendy
actually
Star.
watched.
That one's
It was
alright.
based
That
on-
one's alright.
That was
It
actually a
was-
pretty good one. Like it's
It
a
was,
really nice.
wasn't it Wendy's
continuation.
daughter?
Yeah, it was Wendy's daughter.
Which is she is technically canon in the original stories.
Yeah.
So it's like I did I did, but pretty much that was the Peter Pan I knew for most of my time. Like, it took me like a few years before I actually watched the original, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, this animation's old.
Yeah.
We owned a lot of the VHSs growing up, so
Damn.
I got a very Disney-rich childhood.
Yeah, I was a complete Renaissance kid, so.
I mean, it's like when I was born, my sister was 10 and she was a big Disney fan, so basically whatever she had, it was also mine.
My brother was only
Just
3
like-
years older than me, so we were always experiencing the same things.
The movies
There's
I grew
no
up with
major
was
hand-me-downs.
have
Well,
all
I-
the Renaissance
I
Disney,
remember
but
that my parents, like, very shortly after my sister was born, like, had to get and got family to watch over her just so they could see Lion King and stuff like that, because, like, that just came out around the time my sister was born.
yeah, actually, I got extremely lucky with some of my DVDs because I had The Incredibles, Finding Nemo, Lion King, and all of them were like the special editions with all the extra
Yeah.
like behind the scenes stuff, and that
Okay,
was
yeah.
great.
Pricer brought up the Hunchback live action thing. Feelings on that? You see,
If they get more rich, if they get closer to the original story,
yeah. Here's
I'd
the
actually
thing.
pretty
Hunchback
welcome
is
it.
the one where, like, this could honestly benefit from it. Take out the take out the gargoyles, make it like the darker ending like they do for the like the Chicago musical and stuff like that, and we could be in business here.
And make sure
I do
Yeah,
admit
make,
that would be something interesting, though.
You
Something
just gotta wait.
like
and make sure Hellfire
Well,
makes it in.
Yeah.
We might
Okay.
not be able to get be prepared because of symbolism, but this other kind of symbolism is a bit more accepted.
Question mark.
I mean,
well, some
it's
people
not banned
don't
in the
like-
country. I
Now,
think.
I gotta say though, we wait until we get the Finding Nemo remake.
No, that's Pixar.
Reboot.
That's not Disney. Like the
Yeah. Pixar doesn't do remakes yet.
They just do the sequel.
Yeah.
They just do unnecessary sequels, yes.
Yep.
But then again, that's Disney in a nutshell.
at least
Hell,
most
even
of the sequels are good. They're good on the unnecessary sequels.
Yeah.
Cars 2.
I would say Finding Dory was actually pretty
Dory I
pretty
liked.
satisfying.
I liked Finding Dory. Incredibles 2 I also liked nowhere near as much as the original, but I thought it was fine.
I think the biggest problem with The Incredibles 2 is how obvious the time difference is from when they made the first one.
Yeah.
Especially because they have the opening scene of like, this is where we left off, and then you're like, whoa, people don't sound the same, things don't look the same.
Well,
Oh, if you
I
actually
think
see
it's
the
also if it-
screenshots of how they changed the boyfriend's face,
Yeah.
it's like they changed him from
Went
like
through
this little
very,
stubby-
very fast plastic surgery within that, like, 5-minute time in their frame.
The
They
biggest thing is
realized, oh
definitely,
shit, he's not hot enough.
Well, really, the biggest thing is that, like, yeah, you can kind of tell.
Did I just see a
but
moose?
how? Yeah, that's. Don't think about that.
But these are good.
Peter Pan's a fucked up story, man. Remember that time Peter Pan almost became Captain Hook?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's actually one of the original story sequels. Is that Pan starts to become Captain Hook, like he starts like almost unintentionally growing up in a way. I never actually read it, but I remember reading the synopsis.
It's
Oh
something.
wow, that's like
Dude, it's like, It's like, I do admit, I like to read a lot of stuff about Tinkerbell, because when I was a kid, I was obsessed with the little fairy side thing.
What was my
Tinkerbell
impression?
from that sub-series, and Tinkerbell from the Peter Pan seems like a completely different character.
That was the optional place. There you go.
what was it? Very alright.
He did that. You know, for the
Where-
longest time, I never knew there was the optimal location for this thing.
It's like, you just gotta put it really hard.
Well,
Somewhere.
I would just put it where I thought it would be okay. I was like, okay, yeah, that looks nice, I guess. I got
In
to
the
the
location.
original, but then I was told no.
But then society
Oh, that's wrong.
said no.
It just looks so happy in that field.
And I...
What?
I
The
that
hills are alive.
Yeah, start singing
is what-
loud.
so this is
Maybe
what
it'll give us
happiness
the lucky
feels.
boss fight. And again, you haven't really had that much trouble with Vanitas, have you?
No.
Like, we haven't done Ventus yet, so.
Who's that?
Alright, well, I'm trying to think what song should I try to sing.
Not starting that back up.
My problem is that I've been listening to too much of the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse OST.
Oh yeah.
A lot of that is rap, and I do not do rap. I'm a white boy from Utah. I ain't got nothing.
Recently, the current anime I've been really getting hooked up is Mob Psycho, and I've been playing that opening song for like back to back. Which, by the way, yeah, Mob Psycho is a good series. You should watch that.
Yeah, I think I left off on like episode 5 of season 1, and I just need to get back to it.
Actually, alright, I got a song ready.
Urban?
Urban?
No, but...
Think carefully!
No, but...
I can
Swear to
boot
God,
you
if
from
you-
here, my boy!
I swear to God, if you do the meme song, then
what is the meme song?
saying it.
Wait, what?
Don't encourage him.
I don't think I know the meme song.
And we're not gonna tell you it.
There you go.
Is it Sans?
What? No.
That's like...
Is there even lyrics to that? Has anyone even made lyrics for that? And Brental Frost didn't. We just call him Brental Frost? Okay. That's
I mean,
you know,
That's
that's
him in the
probably
winter.
that's probably a name he's used for his Twitter during winter.
Okay,
like going back.
I'm also just currently looking up because I know Tyler's on a weekly right now, so I just got his Smash GG on the side looking at his bracket.
Apparently Alexandra left.
Yeah, because she's at her weekly.
You know what Tyler's rocking right now? I know he's doing more Raw,
he's
but
still going Rob, but he did message me like, apparently now everybody else is picking up on the idea I'm picking Rob now. So
Yeah, I've seen Rob's combos. It is insane.
Oh, you need to fight against Tyler at some point and just realize how disgusting Rob is.
No.
Saying he wasn't disgusting before.
Oh no, Rob was very hit or miss before. Like now, Rob is actually legit a top tier.
Okay, Alexandra actually left.
yeah,
She
she drowned.
I'm like,
in
I'm
light
like,
company.
it's like I'm pretty sure she's not gonna mention she left her home if she already left to the weeklies.
Well, even then, is it a in-person weeklies?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think even my closest weeklies. I haven't kept up with it, so all I know is that they were focusing on Melee back 2 years ago.
There probably is an ultimate scene showing up.
I'm sure they've started it up. Yeah.
I hear Pet dying.
No, I'm not. I just got hit a lot.
That's generally dying.
No, because you have heal.
You only have
Okay,
one heal, though.
I have a question for a Mob Psycho fan, if there's anybody in here.
I've got 4 episodes worth for you, so what you got?
I've
What-
only seen clips.
What the heck? What the heck is the? I mean, I'm missing my words. What the heck happened that made redraw Reagan like become a thing?
Reagan is an amazing character with a lot of
it's-
personality.
I don't know if it
he
was
is
a
a
thing
really.
Chris Nyosi started up, because I know he's...
I wouldn't be surprised. It'd be either him or anime AJ. Especially because AJ, he really kicked off the Dragon Ball Super redraw, so...
God,
Well, actually, it's just Dragon Ball in general.
I want to see Broly so bad. Why can't it play near a theater near me?
I'm going tomorrow.
I'm going the day
Hey,
after
hey, hey.
that.
Hey, guess what? I got early access tickets for How to Train Your Dragon 3.
Nice. I forget, when does Dragon 3 come out?
Early access is on February 2nd, but it doesn't officially come out until February 27th.
Okay. It probably
just
will be
actually
playing
quite
by the
early.
theater near me, so I can go see that.
I just hope.
Like, if you're going to get early access, get them now because
My
when
theater
the time
probably
I
doesn't
ordered
do
mine,
early
the
access.
seats were packed.
I don't think mine does early access at all. Because remember, they only
I
have 4
It's
movies being
Fandango
played at a
It's
time.
Fandango feeders that are doing early access.
Okay, then yeah, no, because my theater only, my theater by Paris only has 4 movies that they play at a time.
I will say though, I hope the movie doesn't drag on.
No, but like everybody has been praising it. from what I've seen so far, and it's making bank at this box office.
Well, I'm glad that anime tie-in movies are doing good.
Like, I think it's on track record to make 7 million before Friday.
Also, somewhat related, Broly is just killing it right now. It outsold Resurrection F by a wide margin already.
Yeah. And like, we aren't even to the weekend yet.
Yeah. And also, like, most of the money is coming from South America because, of course, it is.
Yeah.
I just like the I'm going to the AMC theater so I get to use the recliner seats.
Actually, I'm actually pretty
kind of
glad that I have both an AMC and a Fandango theater nearby.
AMC
the
kind
Fandango
of.
theater,
AMCs don't really have the
AMC.
recliner seats. It's more a chain by me Imagine that tends to have the recliner seats.
Actually, my current AMC theater is under construction, and they're adding in like the comfier seats.
Yeah. I gotta just say, if there's one thing I'm willing to pay more money for, recliner seats, they good. They good.
Oh god, Prankster brought up a good point. It's from, from what I'm probably gonna see, people cosplay Goku or Dragon Ball characters in the movies.
Oh yeah, that'll happen, especially in California. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I went to the My Hero Academia movie premieres, and there was I saw someone with a Todoroki wig.
Hell, I saw someone cosplaying Goku when I was going to go see A Silent Voice. Like, there must have been something else going on, but still, I saw that, I was like,
that is the most inappropriate.
That movie is very different.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just like, you must have come from something else, man, because this is not the place for that.
About a girl who loses her voice and all the traumatic trauma in real life. Meanwhile, Goku
doesn't lose her voice, just was born deaf.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Born deaf and was bullied, because that's always
born
fun.
Born deaf, bullied, and all about accepting yourself. Meanwhile, Goku.
Yep. He's accepted
Actually,
himself a long time ago.
I do read up something kind of funny with, like, at Disney's Epcot, they have like a little side thing talking about like anime in Japan, and basically they have like the whole friendly, like they have the Gokus, they have the Narutos, they have the insert shonen series here, and then Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Yep, damn straight.
Yep.
We've been asking for that to be streamable for years, and it's finally coming.
Yeah.
Thank
I'm
you,
interested
Netflix,
in the.
finally.
I heard they might have a new dub, so I might be interested in that.
That will be appreciated because that's an old show.
Yeah.
I mean, that's back when freaking Gainax was still actually in it.
I mean, I would say it's an interesting show to dissect, but I don't. It's more. It's enjoyable for dissection.
I agree with Glass Reflections of like it should be one of the like 10 anime series you should watch before you die. Like, you should watch it at least once. Whether you like it or not is an entirely different story, but you should watch it at least once, just for the sake of saying that you watched it. It's kind of mandatory.
It's the same thing of like it's the same thing as like with Dragon Ball. Even though realistically it'd be bigger reading that than watching it, but still, like, it's had such a big impact on its genre that having at least a familiarity.
Yeah. It's
Meanwhile, the rebuild movies are still going, and the last one isn't even out yet.
God, yeah, you're right.
I think the other ones that you said were like Cowboy Bebop, and yes, absolutely agree. That you just need to.
It doesn't matter which dub you get.
Yeah.
Well, it honestly should be the English dub is just straight up the better one. Even the creator has said like, no, it's better.
Well, there's the problem. Like, if your access is, say, Crunchyroll, then you only have access to the Japanese version through there. You'd have to go through Funimation, which isn't a bad way to go through.
Well, I
a lot of options
the
through there.
Cowboy Bebop doesn't run for too much, actually.
No, probably not. It's certainly no EVA.
And it's or Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. That still goes up pretty up there.
Yes.
Kind of surprising considering how readily available it is.
Well, no, you can get like the 2003 series is easy to get, and like Volume 1 of Brotherhood isn't hard to get. It's getting the other volumes is the problem.
So I'm just thinking, it's just like, yeah, those are available.
I kind of want to make it
that would lower the pricing a bit. I
Yeah,
say a
'cause I
bit.
think-
but
would
then-
make it
then
my
again,
personal
like,
goal to get all the
original-
manga volumes.
Then again,
from-
I'm
from
actually
the-
kind of
by
full
the
of shit
Fullmetal
because
Alchemist.
original copies of like SNES games go for a lot.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
trying
no,
to get
I-
a physical copy of Thrakia, that's like $100 easy.
Yeah.
No, okay, so some friends told me, like, I'm like, you know what, I'm really interested in Tellia's games, you know, I want to see, like, more of Ike.
I
So
own them both, and I'm happy I got Path of Radiance for under $100. And you know it's bad when that's an achievement.
Yeah, it's because they're, like, 3 times.
Again, can we get that
Like-
collection, please? That'd be great.
Very much.
Let Ike be free.
But yeah, I think you can get a FMA 2003, the entire series, for like $20. So
That's pretty
that
good,
ain't too
actually.
bad. And then
Something I do admit, like, I always consider the dubbed like one of the best dubs in the series. It's kind of interesting to look back at Edward's dub and then his original Japanese voice actor acting because it's an entirely different tone. Like,
But at the same-
it's entirely
yeah.
different voices.
At the same time,
Yeah.
I can never not hear Vic Mignogna as dead. Like, that's just
Exactly.
ingrained into my brain.
Yeah, you get so recognizing with the voice actor. It's like, you are this forever. Like, sometimes
Like-
you can get enough of a caricature, because, like, you say, you like to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! GX and you're hearing Prowler, you're not thinking that's Goku.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird because, like, Roman, the
Yeah,
original
yeah,
Roman,
yeah.
I do admit the Japanese Roman part does the more emotional scenes better, but Vic Mignogna just nails the more comedic ones better.
Whatchamacallit, oh god, why am I blanking on Pitt's VA's name? Oh god.
I remember I looked it up a bunch.
I forget, but like, if he ever does a roll, like, I just only hear Pitt at this point, just straight up.
Like, you can, at least his Silas voice is different enough, but you still hear it.
Anthony Del Rio, right.
Anthony, right. I knew there was an R in there.
Yeah.
Thanks, Austin.
Especially Arthur's son, it was just like, that's just straight up Pitt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, Percy, you are Pit 2. No, you're Pit 3.
wait.
What did you just call me?
Suddenly, like, Dark Pit just flies in. It's like, excuse me?
That's why I corrected myself.
Yeah.
I have no excuse, especially since I have played Characters Uprising, so can't plead ignorance there.
Dark Pit is probably one of my favorites.
I remember, I think I got my first death on his official boss fight level just because I happened to accidentally hit the grind rail without grabbing the healing item.
Ooh.
So
Oh.
so yeah,
That's
I
an
had to
oops.
I,
That's
had to
a...
fight. I just happened to just turn a little too sharp, and it's just like,
See, I saw Chungakaro's Let's Play, and he warned about that. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna very slowly each
Oh
time.
no,
Why?
I'm an OG with Uprising. I was the launch party for Uprising.
Well, you have
Like,
to
I went to the
remember
Best
Let's
Buy
Play.
events that they had for the game that like gave out free AR cards and everything.
But do you have a Pit amiibo?
Yes, I do. I have a Pit, Palutena, and Dark Pit amiibo.
God, you
Same.
know, yeah.
Thanks to Toys R Us, I got all of them, and Best Buy because Dark Pit was an exclusive.
Thanks to my friend's job and his willingness to import anything. Good job, Pat. My friend Nat has every amiibo.
Watch this. Style change just to die.
What in the world?
What?
Change style just to get kicked in the face.
Okay, Pat, can I actually ask you something? Please stop dying a lot because I'm gonna have to watch through the entire screen to see when you die.
Yeah.
Well, I just made that harder for you.
So we want to finish the game before 11.
Yeah, I've tried. This is the last one before the Keyblade Graveyard, so.
Yeah.
Aqua, please stop. Why the heck you dying?
I
I
know
always
it's
I know
dying.
it's dying.
Oh my god. Stop
You need to
fucking
survive.
dying.
Is this payback for what all I've done in the past? I hear that being going
Who's
off. Please
suffering?
don't die. Damn it, Pat died. I heard it.
That's the unfortunate thing with series with consistent sound effects. You know what you're hearing.
I'm just like, I can hear a pet and Daddy down. I'm like, oh, I know he's dead.
Ding.
Yeah, maybe have multiple cures might be a good idea. You haven't melded your
Yeah, I'm gonna
heal block yet.
It doesn't look like I can meld it quite yet.
You just need a second barrier and Asuna,
Okay.
I believe.
Oh, I'm looking around my room and I realize I have way too much Kingdom Hearts merch.
I think Asuna should work. Let me look it up. Because I know that works with the block version. I might be misremembering how barrier gets to it.
Sophie, that's basically me, but my room covered in Persona 5 merch.
It's like I have the KH2 Funko Pops, I have a poster, I have a Keyblade thing, and I even have the Sora and Riku KH3 Funkos. Too many Funkos.
I only have one Keyblade, and that's the pumpkin head from the first game.
Now, alright, so I want to tell you horror stories of me trying to hit the Atlas boost to buy Persona 5 merch Anime Expo. One year, there was an unofficial wait line to get into the official wait line to get into the booth line. And I stand the entire time in all three of those lines.
Pat, do you have a barrier level 1? Or another barrier?
I do remember that one time I went to Epcot, I remember seeing a Sora and Roxas figure, but I didn't bother buying it because I wasn't that much of a fan, and now I regretted it. When the Disney World anytime soon.
What I'll always remember is like the day after Smash came out, I decided to pick up an amiibo, and it's like, I'll get the Kirby one. Yeah, I don't really like how the Mark one looks.
Yeah,
that was a mistake.
I mean, I saw an Ike one, but I didn't pick it up to that face.
Oh,
I rather get an amiibo.
The thing I hated with the Ike amiibo was my roommate at the time, Ike was his main, so I wanted to get him an Ike amiibo for Christmas. And then, like, 6 months later, I go into that same GameStop, and literally the only amiibo there is Ike, and I'm just like,
He's like,
Meanwhile,
I
the
spent
amiibo...
$50.
I think the most I spent on was Palutena because I imported that because I knew I wanted that one.
I haven't really spent that much on amiibo.
I just found both the Pit and Palutena one at Toys R Us. They had like tons of them there.
Well, that's probably after the amiibo craze died.
Yeah. I remember I think I imported my Lucina, but it wasn't even that much. I got a Roy from my friend Nat because he just had extras, and it's like, okay. I have a Waluigi one because that was his white elephant gift for Christmas.
I got my
Zero-Two to Rosalina.
I got my Roy and Robin from last 2 minigames.
It's like I'm trying to find a female Corrin amiibo.
Have those come out?
I think I heard they had some.
I know they're planning those, but I'm not sure when they come out. I know. Fam Robin's the one who doesn't have one yet.
Yeah.
Much to the anger of some of my female Robin stands.
And honestly, I think I should really get a Crom amiibo just so Robin and Lucina aren't lonely.
No, Sophie's right. There is a female Corrin amiibo.
Yeah, because there were. Yeah. It's the Player 2 one because they also had Player 2s for Cloud and Bayonetta.
My biggest question is, has it come out yet?
I think so because I see on eBay and Amazon.
Like, they have male Corrins all everywhere, but I'm like, I just want the female variation.
Because the actual Corrin.
No, actually do this. Buy a male Corrin amiibo, make it in Smash, make it the female. Put the female Corrin as a male Corrin. Because why?
Another big missed opportunity. Not buying the Wind Waker, Zelda, and 2 Link amiibos when they were in store.
When I went to one of my games, they were having like a restock, and I saw Ike's there, and I'm like, I know this is gonna sell out. I know this is gonna look fast, and I only have like $20, and I probably wanted something else, but I might as well buy that Ike amiibo because next time I see it, it's gonna be $50.
Like, even my mom's like, why the heck are you buying these amiibos now? It's like, cause they're not gonna be in stock later. Oh gosh, yes, that Joker amiibo. Oh god, I'm trying to find those.
Yeah.
What's gonna suck too is I'm gonna have to buy one for my sister because she became a Persona 5 fan thanks to me.
Captain, it's the treasure. Then spit it out.
A question: Is there a Noir figurine? Because I haven't found a single one of those.
I don't think there is one right now.
What do you mean?
Oh,
I don't think I saw anything at Anime Expo either, just a standee.
What did you do with fire?
I know there's a queen, there's a panther, there's a futaba.
Yeah, you see,
Yeah, I see it.
the one thing of merchandise that I really want from Kid Icarus is that Pit or Dark Pit Figma, but it costs so much.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see, what is the price?
300.
Oh,
I remember,
God.
like, you went to the recent anime, one of my local anime expos. I was like, oh, I found a Mega Man X big one. I also found a Zero one. I was like, well, I found a Figma X, but I found Nendero X
Hey,
and
Pat,
Zero, and it was like, no.
I'm trying to find a Kyoko figurine, $120, and I'm like, no.
Hey Pat, if I get a job, would you want a $300 donation for that Dark Pit?
Oh, no.
He said he would be all right without
That's it if I get a job, though.
Promised to visit
Yeah.
At that point, just buy the figurine and mail it out.
I mean,
No,
Yeah,
I
it's
got.
like-
I think I
I
feel
got-
more
my
comfortable with that than just the 300.
like, my parents is like would just like when people say just give the presents some money. I'm like, okay, but the thing is, if you give me money, I'm probably not going to buy the figurine because I'm like, nah. But they could buy it with something else. Like, might as well buy me the figurine so I can not. Nah.
Or just give him like, let's see, what's $300? 60 subs.
Do admit, I am kind of having a bit too much figurines at the moment.
I need more figurines.
See, I'll only buy a figurine at this point if it's like from a series I really like, and if it's at a good price.
This is why I love amiibos.
But do you use them?
Well, who actually uses them?
I don't really
Me.
use them. I don't use them. I just like having them, especially for series
Yeah.
that, like Kid Icarus that don't get any
So,
merchandise.
am I the odd guy out who just
I will
like,
say,
actually use them?
the only other
Well, I use
figurines
them when I can, but like I don't play a lot of amiibo heavy games.
I would say the only other figurines that are actually pretty easy to get that's not like over the top pricey are the Ruby figurines.
Oh yeah,
True, that's coming. That's coming.
I think they were actually pretty like not that bad of a price when I saw the Ruby booth at Anime Expo.
Yeah, I got the Nora Ruby figurines and they're pretty good. The only problem is that they get off their stance pretty easily, and trying to get Nora on that hammer is just a pain.
That's actually
Oh,
a
yeah.
pretty cool cutscene.
Yeah.
Definitely a nice character moment for Vanitas.
Oh, it's
I
a
just-
Haley Joe Osmond.
Yep.
I do kind of wish that Aqua could swear in this scene because her
Motherfucker.
her response is a little lacking.
I'm a bit too calm. How dare you break my child's toy?
It's like the
mom getting angry at some kid breaking their kid's toy.
It's like the opposite of like freaking Leon in the RE2 remake demo.
Yeah.
Where, like, he'll just give like such just like son of a bitch. It's like you're fighting zombies, man. Be a bit more stressed.
Yeah.
Wasn't,
Yeah.
like, wasn't
I
it
think there
original?
need to be
Okay,
a
yeah,
goddamn.
it's like they really wanted to go much farther out, but they're like, oh shit, this is a Disney game.
And I kinda-
Meanwhile,
This
in
is
Marvel and
very-
stuff like that, they've been able to get away with a lot of shit.
Don't
Actually-
think the fact that this is Disney, it's the
Actually, funny thing. According to like early screens of Spider-Verse, they had like Peter Porker say fuck in one of them.
You'd
Because
be
they,
the one you least expected.
Exactly.
oh,
You
and
have
the
a
whole
problem with
story is
cartoons.
pretty hilarious because they just told the voice actor of Peter Porker to just improvise, and they forgot to tell him that he was improvising for a PG film, so there's a lot more.
Well,
Jokes
Oh, it
that
reminds me
have
of
been
like
given.
it reminds me of like Robin Williams early stuff for improv for Genie and stuff like that. There's clearly some stuff that's not supposed to be in a Disney film.
I think actually one of my favorites is like behind the scenes for freaking Thundercats, like the old show. It's just like one of the main character for Lion-O is just doing his reads, but he's just reading so much nonsense that he finally just breaks. He's just like, "What the fuck am I saying?" And you can hear the guy in the recording booth on the other side just laughing his ass off.
So it's basically Shinji's voice actor reaction to the ending of Neon Genesis Evangelion. It's like, oh, I must have run away. Let's analyze this. Don't run away. Let me tell you something. Where the fuck do I go?
Oh, okay. So since Pat's out of boss, should we start singing?
Sure.
Well, he's died twice now, so maybe.
Yeah.
All right.
Get down to business.
Dude,
To
that'd
defeat
Funny.
the
Yes.
Did they send me Aquas or Soras?
Not only do I not know the song by heart, there's no way I'm gonna be able to improv this shit.
There are certain Disney songs that I know by heart.
I used to know a lot of the villain songs, but I just stopped practicing them.
You know what? I kind of want Sophie to come to Anime Expo just so she can join to the A and B sing along, because the final song they always put is "I'll Make a Man Out of You" with Gundam.
With Gundam? Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, you see, that's my favorite part of whenever I go to Youmacon is AMV Hell. Like, easily my favorite event. I think my favorite one from all of those will forever be one that was Attack on Titan related. It was, we can do it together, you and me, but mostly me. I forget the main character's name, but it's to the, like, secondary male character. And then it was just like, we can...
You would know, Sophie.
Damn it, Pat died again.
But it's like,
Together we can show the world what we can do. You're next to me and I'm
no,
next
it
to
was
you.
like,
I
it
think
was
Alex
just like, we can do it together, you and me, but mostly me, and then just gets eaten, and then it's just pure silence right after that.
Yeah, what's the main...
Oh no, that reminds me of one of the AMVs that we saw. It was another one bites the dust, and every time one from an anime died.
Oh, I think the worst ones was a lot of ones that was like a compilation one, but it was a lot. All the worst ones were FMA related. To give you highlights, it's Nina advertising Old Yeller.
Oh, that reminds me. I gotta share this. I gotta share something FMA related because it cracked me up when I first saw it.
The worst
and don't
one.
worry, it's not a Nina thing. But
The
it's
worst
funny.
one though was General Hughes that I'm at a payphone. Like, God damn it!
Alright,
That's
so
wrong.
now about this. Okay.
What's Sophie?
I've been forcefully pushed off the payphone.
Let's see.
Okay, we're going to just Tumblr. Apparently it's safe for work.
Okay. Alright, here you go for the chat.
I've only seen one episode of FMA and that already is enough.
I need to watch FMA Brotherhood.
I need to
Well,
watch
no, you need to watch 2003 first, because you can go into Brotherhood just fine after watching 2003. It's a lot harder to do it the other way around.
I already know
With Brotherhood being more of the more satisfying viewing, going to 2003 and seeing everything go so depressed, then yeah.
I know the ideal order.
Okay, well, I'm probably gonna regret doing this, and I'm probably gonna get kicked out.
Well,
there's a lot of enemies.
It might be a bit that might be a bit hyperbolic, but.
Well, okay, it's not that I'm gonna break any rules.
People into Hunter x Hunter despite the 100 episode count. It's like, it's good, guys, please.
The fact that the series is the fact that at least the anime finished at a point is at least a benefit.
I would say I think the anime finished to a point where I can feel satisfied regardless of what new content we get.
Yeah.
Oh.
At this point, it's just hoping to see that the author stops being a hoarder long enough to get his health back in order.
I'm gonna Me and Noragami's anime is okay, but not as good as the manga. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, I don't think I've ever told you guys, but I went to a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure puzzle room.
Oh my.
Oh, that sounds fun. All right, what the fuck?
Like, all right. It was basically what the coolest thing was. The groups we were in, we each got a. I'm guessing Sophie just saw what I post.
Yeah. She had a much more. I essentially did like the finger pointed like reaction to it. Sophie was laughing a bit more hard than that. You were saying about the JoJo Trapper or whatever, or Escape Room?
That we all got to play as someone from basically we were someone from Stardust Crusader. So like there was like five. So there were like 5 of us. So like one of us was Jotaro, one of us was Joseph, someone was Iggy, someone was Pomerat, and then someone was Abdul, and someone was Kakuin. And I kid you not that certain like challenges in the room we had to do our stance powers and do JoJo poses.
Wait, who were you?
I was Jotaro, so I had to do the Jotaro pose and then go while just punching the air.
Well, Jotaro is fine with the finger pointing.
God.
And the Ora is not bad until you have to yell it really fast.
No, it was actually big.
Okay, guys, I think I need to get into focus mode at this point, guys.
Okay, singing may not help.
I gotta go get myself some dinner, so it's up to Urban and Sophie.
I'm gonna drill in the background again then. Because I literally, Naminé is like the only other thing I need to finish coloring.
Maybe I'll be Tracer.
Oh my god!
I have to bring back the Mrs. Stubbles story again.
Yeah, I've heard Vanitas is a brutal fight.
Oh, yep. Yeah, he is.
Oh god, this better not be another lingering will.
Oh,
Thankfully,
this is
the last fight's not hard at all.
Too slow. See ya. Too slow.
So
Naminé is just an easy character to color. You just gotta color her skin, her blonde hair, and her white dress, and you're set to go. Not like other Kingdom Hearts characters.
Oh, you should draw Axel.
Axel needs to get a wardrobe because he's just stuck in that black hood. And I'm like, you're not heated up or anything.
See, I would make more jokes, but I don't want to frustrate Pat even more.
He does so much damage so fast.
This is what happens when you make Haley Joel Osment go emo.
And here's the thing: this isn't even the hardest version of him. This isn't the super boss version.
I didn't know
God,
there was a
imagine
super boss
Vanitas
version.
in Kingdom Hearts 3. That's gonna be fun.
That one
Just
will hopefully be designed much better.
All the super bosses in Kingdom Hearts.
I find it funny. People complain about Kingdom Hearts 3 getting delayed when we technically delayed Kingdom Hearts 3 just so it can get a better performance.
Yeah.
Guys, this is kind of our fault.
Persona 5 was delayed.
Going to do voices for Danganronpa 2. I already call Sonya and Chiaki.
You know what? I'll be Gundam and Soda.
Then give us that Gundam impression then.
Okay, let me actually look up a line of Gundam. And also make sure no one's in the room because I'm pretty sure they're gonna be like asking what the hell am I doing.
There's nothing to LOL about.
Sonya has to be one of my favorites.
Oh my god. You literally, if you don't do a counter hit, then you're just gonna die. That's you're just gonna
I
Jesus.
shall
die.
die.
Jesus Christ.
I was at full health on that, by the way.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Everybody, bring your spirit bombs to Pat right now.
What about the spare bomb?
Not right now.
Hey. I know, I need to be a bit more lighter, like, hey.
Pretty sure I could do this.
Hello!
Jason. Hey, Jason. Jason,
Jason,
you
I'm
missed
sorry,
Pete.
but I am a little bit in a focus mode right now.
How's everybody doing?
I'm doing good, but you missed Pete.
That doesn't matter.
We're practicing our Danganronpa 2 voices.
Not right now, please.
Okay.
Still in focus.
Oh, you're fighting him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I turned on the stream.
Yeah. So Jason, you know exactly.
I saw who you're fighting with. No matter who you fight, it's against him. He still sucks.
That flash step is a bit annoying, yeah.
Okay, place your bets. What's gonna be that one boss for Kingdom Hearts 3?
I'm hoping that since Kingdom Hearts 3 is not about a soccer team, I'm hoping for an actual give and take.
It's always gonna be that one boss for...
I wonder. All right, I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna make this
Roxas, you
interesting.
traitor!
Again?
I
So
mean,
I'm
we're all kind of fairly confident that Roxas got Norded, so.
Yeah. Well,
just happiness.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna.
We're all
probably...
going on about how. Sorry, but we're going on about freaking Sora and his tears, freaking Axel and his.
Oh my god, I literally don't roll for 1 second. And I die.
Welcome to Birth.
No, we're all the Indians while we're just fighting in their camp.
Shut up.
Patrick,
Okay, I don't want to
can I offer
sound.
a quick aside? Can I offer a quick aside?
What?
He wants to say something.
Okay, sure.
If you like Dragon Ball, go see Dragon Ball. Go
I
see
want
Dragon Ball
to.
Super Broly. It's a great Dragon Ball film.
I want
That's
to.
all I have to say. I just got back from watching it.
Okay, quick question. What was the poster there, if there was one?
The theater I went to, there wasn't a poster.
Because apparently at like the premiere that
Alamo Draft
Lanny
House?
Couture and Chris Abbott and them went to, they used a freaking fan poster.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that on
that's
Twitter. I'm
They
like,
accidentally pulled a fan poster off the
Actually,
internet.
I have a question for anybody who went to the movie theater. Did anybody encounter the dreaded Sonic poster?
I might tomorrow.
Because I already encountered it.
I haven't seen
Sophie,
it yet.
Sophie, be quiet. That poster doesn't exist.
I haven't encountered it at my Megaplex. I might see it at where I'm seeing Broly this weekend.
Sophie, I just got back from seeing Broly. I like that movie a lot. Why can't you bring up the bad times?
Okay, we can talk about Spider-Verse, because Spider-Verse is great.
Spider-Verse is
Sure.
great. I love Spider-Verse.
Favorite Spider-Man movie?
Yep. Easily.
Yep.
And
Do
it
you
better
have
not
a
get
problem
screwed over
with
at the
cartoons?
Oscars.
Oh, it will. It will.
Well, see, here's the thing, right? It only won for Best Animation for the Golden Globes.
Like, I know the Annies are reasonable folks, but I don't trust the Oscars. Ever since Frozen and the How to Train Your Dragon getting snubbed.
Lego Movie gets
Lego
getting
movie
snubbed.
got snuffed like the
That
one the
too.
hardest snob.
Yeah.
That too.
I remember also hearing something of they picked an actor based on like their background. It's like, don't do it on their background, do it based on their skills and what they've done.
Also, update.
I'm
my
glad that
God.
Black Panther is kind of at least getting superhero films a chance. But,
Gotta block that.
Also, as
fire bad.
an update to my Dream Drop Distance run, I am currently at Plot Dump World.
Okay, I colored all the characters in my design. Now I gotta figure out a background.
And I think I'm done with Riku's section of the game.
Quite possible.
And it's two annoying boss fights. I was having fun exploring, jumping around in slow motion, and then I get to his boss fights, and I just go, why?
At least the music was hype.
Like, why? Why do you have an attack that sucks away all my health and you can combo into it? And then the second fight.
It's not proud mode, Austin.
That goes hard and loose.
I'm wondering though, since I'm obviously gonna go back and track the death count, so next time we have a good death count, I wonder how many deaths will we have to Vanitas, because this seems so BS.
Oh yes, yes it is.
And this isn't even
Give
his
your
final
spirit energy
form.
to Patrick.
And just to get highlights, my problem with the bosses in this game, there's really no player, there's really no give and take with any of the bosses. Like, I'm totally fine with having to run around.
Jason, please.
Rank.
I rip.
Shit, I did actual nominees coloring on the same layer. Oh well.
I'm totally fine with having to run around and look for an opening or block a certain attack.
But there's not really an opening. You get like one hit. You get like one measly little hit in, and that's
And he
it.
teleports.
There's not much hits done. Even for normal bosses, there's not a lot of hits done.
Yeah, that's my point. It's just the fact that the bosses is Birth by Sleep and also a Dream Drop Distance.
Because Birth by Sleep is a well-designed game.
No flaws.
A perfect gen.
I would say
Kingdom Hearts 2 is garbage compared to...
No, I was gonna say Birth by as a game, its biggest flaw is its boss fights near the end. But up until that point, I would say that Birth by Sleep is still a well-designed fun game to go through.
Honestly, for this playthrough, I'm kind of starting to change my mind on Birth by Sleep. Honestly, quite a bit.
Oh.
Not. Oh no! Not again! Okay. Yeah, think safe for now.
You say that, but he can get you from full health to 0.
Also, you know we're in a weird era now with Dragon Ball, in which you get Kaiser Neko's response after Broly movie is like, man, Broly's pretty cute now, and also hot. Oh no.
Listen, Steven.
Who the fuck is Steven?
Stefan, my bad.
This is not a tomato, motherfucker.
When I saw Broly as a kid, I was like, oh no, he's cute. He's cute! Oh no! And then when Broly talks, and you got to see with the personality that he has as well, I just went, oh no, I like him. I like him a lot. Toriyama, what are you doing?
What do you mean you actually gave Broly a thing to work with?
Also,
I think the biggest epitome was mostly just Kaiser.
I just realized I was googling Destiny Island for reference, and I just accidentally put Destiny Island.
Destiny Island.
I will say this movie, Toriyama's character writing is on full display here. Like, oh my goodness, like
My son.
He's always been better at characters.
Yeah, but if when it comes to Dragon Ball, I think this movie has some of its funniest work.
That was literally one hit and I died.
Well, technically multiple, but yeah.
Yeah, though.
Because no iframes.
But screw it, I'm not drawing the background. I'm just gonna do some sort of weird shit.
The
But
kind of a true artist.
See, Patrick, you're having a hard time now. I'm honestly thinking about what you would go through in Dream Drop Distance, considering some of the ways that Dream Drop
Trust me, I know. I know.
That's some of the way the Street Fighter just nerfs the command system.
Man, my last playthrough I started was a freaking critical mode run. It took me forever to beat the first actual boss. Just because the stupid arena is just so inoptimal for fighting him.
What, for Dream Drop? Or...
Yeah. The
Holy shit, this
Jack in the
actually
Box
works pretty
monkey.
well. Okay. I can actually...
There's so many opportunities where
Fine.
either the camera's messing out because you're in such close counter, or you accidentally roll into the wall and then you lose your iframes.
Also, I now see why people say that balloon is stupid.
Yep, always invest in balloon, never not.
Here's the thing, right? Normal enemy encounters, I use a lot of things. When it comes to bosses, Kiraga, High Potion, balloon.
Yep.
Yeah.
The weird thing is, I still don't have Balloon Ga. I've been riding Balloon Ra.
Boom bra?
Balloon bra. Oh, I mean, considering what some anime girls do.
Alright then.
Hey.
Yeah, I think if you invest heavily in like the seal, they'll get you all your balloons.
Yeah, I just need to know where to get Balloon Ga. And I looked it up. And I was like, you.
Yep.
What material do I need for you? Oh, that. Who drops it? You. Oh, I'll go there.
Or I think you can do R&R seal, which is just the QR code.
Are they available
But-
online?
Well, I think for 3DS version, they're available online, yes. For the re-releases, I think they just come in the game. I think you just need to like look somewhere and you'll get them.
I'm just sitting here quietly just praying to God Pat does it because I'm gonna probably have to keep counting. Oh, God, cat.
The biggest problem is mostly just how little damage Pat's doing.
It's the fact that he can't do much damage to Vanitas before Vanitas does crap ton of damage to him.
Okay.
See, I'm in a weird position.
I need to get some. Okay. One of you guys, please look up what's second chance or once more, because I need that.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
Patrick, I'm in a weird position with you right now when it comes to this.
Hey, Pat, go
Let's
to the
see the
store
Aqua.
so you can get a barrier. Can
Yeah, I'm
get
getting
yourself a
that now.
heal block.
Patrick, I remember us talking. You said that Aqua is the best player, is the best character in the game to play as. And I remember saying that, in my opinion, at least for Rishi, is it? And based on what I see of this playthrough, it's like, you know, on the one hand, I feel bad for you.
Did you see Lingering Well?
I mean, we're kinda doing this on stream, and so we're kinda on a deadline here.
Alright, Pat, I got it. Second chance is Blizzara Pulsing Crystal. And once more is Fyra Wellspring Crystal.
Alright, just give me a sec. Blizzara.
What recipe types are those?
Okay, Blizzara. So I think I combined our Blizzara. Blizzara, okay. Let's see if I can melt those just like on the spot. Okay.
Oh crud. Activision did another oopsies apparently.
Well, they do
What
this
they do
time.
this? Oh, great! What they do this time?
It's not Activision.
Okay, apparently from what I'm reading is for Black Ops 4, there's like a bug that shames players for not buying the season pass.
Oh, that! That! The guy put that. They took that down immediately.
Okay,
I
and then
fucking
it's
wonder why.
You know, here's the thing though. That's not even. That wasn't a bug. That wasn't a bug.
I mean, that's what they're saying, and
It's a feature.
I mean,
It's a feature until it becomes a problem, and then it's a bug.
because my friend, British Alex, I call him British Alex because I know another Alex. He's American. He plays a lot of Black Ops, and he told me about it. He told me about it, and he saw the screenshot of it, and he showed it to us. So I just went, "That's a yikes for me." He's like, "Yeah, they took it down." I was like, "I wonder why." and I just said, you know, to be that guy, because I like being that guy. On paper, I see what they were going with. In practice, no.
that went through multiple people to get that in.
It's sounded good on paper, but In execution!
And I realized too, none of you guys actually know my real name.
What are you talking about? It's Urban.
Oh God.
Well, Pat, good news. Max has gotten his 3 hours of MK11 time in, so time to make the video.
Yay!
Like I said, it's hard to call you Pat because I already know, because my best friend in real life is also named Patrick.
Well, I mean, I
Pat,
know Sophie's name isn't that far off from her.
No, Sophie, I have bad news for you. There can't be two Patricks, so both Patricks have to fight it out.
Well, I know
No.
Patrick, so we have to add him in there too.
No, the original Patrick C-Star.
Dang it! You beat me to it!
Like,
beat
I
me
didn't
to
hear
it,
that
Urban.
joke throughout my entire elementary life.
It's always
Patrick!
No, you have to deal with the Patrick Star jokes. I have to deal with the Sophia the First jokes.
I had to deal with the fact that that apparently I beat Freddy.
No, you know what? Sophie.
Jason! Jason!
Sophie, when it comes to
That was
when it's St. Patrick's Day, drop Pat in like a at St. Patrick.
Yeah, very funny, Urban.
I mean,
I
I
like it. Like, the only thing ever people would use for me would be like Stephanie, but no one ever really used that.
The only ones I got are either Johnny or literally Jonathan Joestar, which I would not be upset being called that.
I mean, nothing's wrong with Jonathan.
I'm
He's not everyone's cup of tea, but I mean, it's fine.
so good you didn't get the Johnny jokes.
What?
Well, that just started last year.
well, Sophie, it's fine. We'll just call that a Johnny test.
Did you just really?
What you gonna do about it?
That is a waste of James Arnold Taylor's performance.
You know it's really bad when Urban's the one who goes, "Really? Did you just do that?"
Yeah. Urban, what are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it?
I'm gonna go on DeviantArt.
Good.
I don't think that's
good,
the
stay
appropriate
there.
response.
Who
Please.
is getting owned in this situation?
No, here's the thing. What I like to do with my friends, whenever one tries to really upset me, I throw like, I've been broken by DeviantArt, but I know DeviantArt hasn't broken you yet, and I can break you with that.
Mm-hmm.
Try me.
Some motherfucker went to go see. Some person went to go see Spider-Verse and Broly back to back. They had an awesome evening.
Oh, that sounds like a
Oh,
good
that
day.
sounds amazing.
Nice.
That sounds amazing.
That sounds like a good day.
That's embarrassing.
I'm curious to see how Broly will stand, as we get further away from it.
Mm-hmm.
But as of right now, I can very easily see Dragon Ball Super Broly making like top 3 best Dragon Ball films.
Well, it's already outsold Resurrex and F, and that had a hell of a weekend.
I mean, I do.
Not a weekend, a hell of a run.
Well, not that anime to series movies are doing good. Like, so Broly's good, the My Hero Academia was good, and I heard the
Your
recent
name?
Pokemon movie is actually pretty good too.
Oh,
Surprisingly.
speaking of it, let me talk about some of the trailers. There was some trailers that played before the movie started. I just go, it's Dragon Ball though. But to me, the funniest one was the fact that I saw the Toy Story 4 trailer before I saw Broly. Like,
You see both of those both.
no,
those
just
trailers.
one. Just the
Because
first one.
they performed both the teaser and the reaction trailer when we went to see Spider-Verse.
Yeah, at Spider-Verse that happened, but just the fact that I sit in this theater, ready for Dragon Ball. Hang on, before we go to watch Dragon Ball, let's advertise Toy Story 4. I'm like, what year am I in? Weird.
Oh wait, Jason,
Well,
I need
they
to know.
gotta
Did you
remind
get
people
for
because all they
Spider-Verse?
remember
Did
from
you
that
get
day
the
was
dog
Detective.
trailer?
You see, all they remember from that day is Detective Pikachu, though.
Repeat that, Sophie?
Did you get that dog trailer?
For Broly, no. For Spider-Verse,
Yeah.
for Spider-Verse, yeah. Sophie, I can't believe I saw 2 movies that day.
You're not wrong.
I can't believe I saw 2 movies that day.
I
I remember watching the
Which means-
trailer, getting to the end of that, just go, I stood up to my dad when we were watching it, and I told him, whispered to him, you know, like, what's the point of seeing the movie now? You just saw the ending right there.
What you didn't see was what happened after the cut.
Oh, the dog died.
Marley and me.
Actually, I would
Marley gets
actually,
hit by a car.
you know what? I would actually look up the movie's plot just in case that actually happened.
the good old bait and switch.
Oh yeah, Pat, I made a fucking joke earlier and I never actually, despite you being very confused. What? I don't want to cure cancer, I want to make dinosaurs. That's from an old Spider-Man comic.
Okay.
Wait, Patrick, have you never seen that panel?
No.
That panel in context is still stupid.
Yeah,
but...
it's really stupid.
but it's just like, even in context it's still stupid, but...
Basically, a guy, one of the Spider-Man villains, reconstituted his DNA to turn himself into a dinosaur and could do the same thing to other people. And Spider-Man's just like, dude, you can reconstitute DNA. You can fix any genetic disorder ever. You could cure cancer. And his response is, I don't want to cure cancer. I want to turn people into dinosaurs. Like,
and I was like,
I can appreciate the conviction,
You can
but
tell
wow.
when someone's off your
I'm
roster.
just like, you know, I appreciate the honesty here, but man, my goodness.
Sometimes I look back and remember that Penny Parker was supposed to be a parody of Neon Genesis Evangelion. Yeah. And now I actually want a serious comic series around her.
Spider-Verse made me want to go back and get that comic, because I was like, I really want to see
Also,
this.
people are gonna be in for a fucking shock if they go to check out the mobile series.
Oh, can we just laugh at the fact that Spider-Verse post-credit scene?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so good! I love
Like
I will
post credits.
Like, I would say when it first started, I was kind of concerned because, oh shit, I don't know who this person is.
Oh, I
despite
knew
my
right
friend.
away.
My friend next to me, fanboying about it as well, and I'm like, oh, son, I'm sorry. And then the very next scene, that's when I was like, oh, they did it.
Wait, so Sophie, do you at least want to know what Spider-Man that is, or do you want to be made oblivious?
I do want to know. I know he's like probably a futuristic Spider-Man.
That's Spider-Man 2099.
I thought you were gonna say 2019. I'm like, wait a minute.
Spider-Man 2019.
Wow.
I always love it in those medias where like, oh, it's gonna be like, this is the year 2019. And, like, it's not like how it is. It's like, oh
yeah,
God.
like a cure is supposed to happen at this point and stuff like that.
Japan's blowing up for the upteenth time. Schwarzenegger saving the world for the upteenth time.
Wasn't one of the Phoenix Wright games like in 2019?
Well, no, it was. Well, I mean, it was back in. I think
the fourth case of the first Ace Attorney game came out in 2016.
Yeah.
So
I think we're in.
will this be around Apollo?
I think we're in Justice
Apollo
for All at this point.
No, Patrick, we're 20XX.
No, we're not.
What do you mean?
We've been in 20XX for a while, dude.
I'm going to say this now. They have yet to explain where Persona 5 is in the Persona timeline.
Well,
No,
judging by the year and stuff like that, it seems like it's 2016.
Yeah, because
No, the thing is, I read up like Japanese things for the Persona Q2 series, and even then they're not saying the year.
But
Okay,
like the
so I know
calendar
Persona
matches up
3
with
was-
2016.
I
so.
always assumed that each Persona game for Persona 3 onward took, like, in terms of year, like, always took place, like, sometime after the previous one. Like,
Yeah,
I always
it's
thought that Persona 4 took place either like a few months after Persona 3, and Persona 5 took place a few months after Persona 4, but the context of the timeline of when they take place never really matter because where each game happens is far enough away from each other that it's not important.
Yeah.
Actually, I remember in Persona Q, they met. And in Persona 4 was 2 years later, so 2011.
And Persona 4 Arena basically confirmed that it's kind of like a few years apart.
At least 2 years, because at that point
I mean, I mean, how much
Alright.
do you mind somewhat minor spoilers from Persona Q2? No one.
I actually wanted to pick up that game.
because
Yeah,
it's
no.
not technically
Well,
out.
like talking about like the year of Persona 4 in Persona 5, one of the things at least Persona 5 came to tell me that they take place after Persona 4 is one of the posters that you see around town
Is
is a poster.
Yeah, Risei.
Yeah.
Risei.
Risei and Kaminari.
Yeah, and considering what happens in Persona 4, I just go, okay, considering what happens in that game, I just go, oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'd probably say like maybe 2015 or 2016 would be my guess.
I just want a Persona 5 arena game just so Joker can talk.
Yes.
Just like
No,
let
he's
Xander
already
Mobius talk.
But he's already talking in Smash Brothers.
Oh, I want him to have actual conversations like you and Minato does.
So you pretty much you wanted to walk into Bayonetta and just go, hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
If you need,
It's
if you need to
totally
talk
my
to a lady-
headcanon that Bayonetta's the mom and then Vincent from Catherine is the dad. This is a weird one night stand.
Actually,
if you need to
considering
talk to a
that
lady, ask
he's
your
an extra
mom.
character in that game, I wouldn't be surprised.
Considering the ways that Catherine can go, I can kind of see it.
Don't forget, Joker ends up beating Catherine as DLC in that remake.
Yeah.
No, but it's just like if you need to talk to a lady, ask your mom. Because
Hi, Mom.
Joker goes
Okay, hi, Mom. Hey.
I wonder how Bayonetta would feel like if Joker went harem route.
Well, we've had two different artistic representations as far as I've seen.
Listen, she'll walk up to her and be like, at least you tried.
Well, actually, like, Francis's version is that everyone can smash except Bayonetta is the one who appears in the harem.
Yeah.
And then Bayonetta's there like, hey man.
Not cool.
Yeah, she just like looks down and it's like, yeah,
You know, I'm gonna go find the post because I want to be able to give it the justice.
I actually have the picture on my phone. I'll put it on the.
Well, which one are we? MGX or Francis?
It's Francis.
Okay.
Yeah, let me look in. I know I recently.
I've been loving his like Persona 5 like cut-ins for each of the Smash.
Yeah,
games.
those are really good.
Has anybody been watching like the Morgana voice parodies by the voice actress?
Yeah.
So I did
not.
listen to her
found it.
reading Go to Fight to Sleep.
Alright, now I'm gonna show.
Really
like,
therapeutic.
I'm posting it on stream.
Morgana reacts to the Prince of Bel Air.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I got the picture.
Guess esto.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel bad.
Bad kiddo happens to the best of us.
No, what I kind of find, like, I'm like, I also meant just like, imagine just female Corn and female Robin.
Aww.
Who are you?
Poor dragon.
Who am I? Who are you?
You but better.
No, it's that like it was the harem and it had all the girls except for Robin and female Crow and female Robin. It's like I wonder how they would.
Even
be
though
at-
they would realistically probably be in there more.
Yeah. But remember, Robin and Corn are shipping lords.
Do you
They
think,
can't get outshipped.
Hey, Albert, I have a question.
But
Do you think Corey gets kicked out of restaurants a lot?
no shirt, no shoes.
Sorry,
no
sir, but you need to put on shoes.
Thank
to
you.
get in
I'm so
here.
glad you knew what I was going for.
Okay,
I want
finally.
to put on shoes, but I'm not allowed.
Finally, okay, got Blizzara. Okay, what kind of crystal did it need for the Blizzara one?
Pulsing crystal.
Pulsing, got it. Meld.
Yeah, since I'm here on my laptop, I might as well.
Blizzara, pulsing.
By the way,
Ha-
Sophie,
Yeah.
earlier
Okay,
I
and
asked
then
me,
it
I saw
was,
the
Fira?
Jetbot trailer.
Oh,
It was
oh,
Blizzara, Pulsing Crystal,
I'm
and then
interested.
once more is Spyra,
I can think
Wellspring.
really, I think,
Fire.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Pat appreciates the help more over me just making dumb jokes.
Yeah, like I need it right now because oh my god.
Seeing Vanitas, I
Well,
don't blame you.
I would.
Urban
If
is
anybody,
fine. I'm here. I can provide the dumb jokes.
No,
I
see,
mean, if
but that's the thing,
if
that's also my
anybody's
role.
interested, the Dragon Prince season 2 is on February 15th.
Urban, we gotta fight.
You must fight Lava Man.
We're gonna beat Vanitas and then we're gonna call it a stream after that point because God.
Okay, if anybody, any picks for Danganronpa 2 voices you want to voice?
Well, I'm not even
definitely
sure if
done.
we're gonna be able to really get that just because the Twitch delay is the big problem.
Well,
Or
I
in the
can
case-
at least still do it for jokes.
You know what? Instead of Soda, I want to do Fuyuhiko and Gundam.
I know what you meant, but when you say soda, I imagine the actual can of soda.
Oh yes, my favorite type of soda, Dr. Pepper.
I don't care say his first name. I always just call him
I
Soda.
already called dibs for Shonen Chiaki.
No, you know what's funny?
Sophie, I just heard Shonen Chiaki. Shonen Chiaki! Oh my goodness!
Chew up.
Prankster, only if you do one-on-one calls does it have screen share.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Though it seems like the Twitch delay honestly isn't too bad, like right now.
It wasn't
Yeah.
too bad.
It only
Varies.
becomes a
The
problem when
varies
you try
on
to give
on
advice.
day. Sometimes it's
Yeah.
perfectly fine. Other times it suddenly lags like crazy.
But Patrick, to be fair, that's still an option because it wouldn't change your setup.
Hmm?
No, taking this chat to a private chat for the screen shows.
Well, no, like you can only do it 1v1 calls.
No. You can do it. No, you can do it with in a private group call.
Oh.
I've done it before.
That is an
Oh,
option.
alright.
Yeah,
So
you
then
can't.
we can't voice.
You can't do it in Discord servers like the one that we're doing it right now. But if I, for example, called you and then added everyone else, you can still hop up with the screen share.
Okay.
Oh, you mean like make the private group of friends messages like that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That works.
I'm down for it. Also, I'm probably just gonna do my Gundam Tanaka at some point just to at least show that.
Dark Divas of Destruction.
Now, the reason why I want to put, why I also want to do Fuyuhiko so I can curse on stream a lot.
I have, I've been practicing my British and I want to, like, this is no time to be LOLing.
I've been practicing my British.
Also, Sonya is a fun character to voice, so.
Just for this day.
Oh, right, Sonya likes the cold. That's gonna be funny to see if Pat hangs out with her. So it's like Sophie just gives him $20. Hang out with Sonya.
Vera
That's
is
the
almost
thing.
leveled up.
I mean, that's the thing about certain characters and free time events. The only times you can find deafened characters is if you do the free time events.
Which I don't mind, just because of what Danganronpa is. Certain characters are always going to be more important than others.
Because I do admit, there is a character in Danganronpa 2 that my impression grew drastically once I saw her free time events.
That is part of the fun of Danganronpa as a franchise. You get introduced to everybody, and then you just have to figure out stuff. They just like have to figure out who.
So what I'm thinking is because we weren't able to finish Aqua tonight. Since MLK Day is Monday, we might finish up Aqua that night, and then we would continue on the normal train Tuesday and Thursday after that for Ventus.
Oh, I'll probably be down. I got nothing.
It all depends on my work schedule. It all depends on my work schedule.
Alright, got another.
No, because my work schedule changes from week to week. It's never consistent. Because I work every.
Pat, do you not have a block equipped?
I think ever since I did have it before, but since we did renewal barrier, now.
Yeah, you didn't equip it.
Okay, there we go. All right.
Awkward just de-equip block, so it's just like so she doesn't know how to block at all. She just put up a barrier. It's like Awkward, block with your keyblade. What? Block with your keyblade.
What?
How do I do that?
You know,
Right in front
earlier
of you, like a shield.
doing
I'm sorry, I
K.
can't comprehend.
When I was editing up KH2 highlights and I got to Olympus Coliseum, I forgot that Patrick did not get on the Hydra's back.
Yeah, that one's. All right.
So
well,
you know what I found out today
let's
through
give
the
this
video
another
called
shot.
Kingdom Hearts 2 Experience?
Yes.
Oh, I thought Patrick told me to be quiet.
No. I'm just giving it another shot now. So.
Oh. I found out two things. One, I honestly didn't know that you can go and fight Sephiroth when you reach the world, the one that never was. I didn't know you could get to that world. Didn't mean leave and go fight Sephiroth.
Yeah.
I found that out. And also I didn't know that when you're fighting the card guy, because I can't remember his name.
Luxord.
Yeah, Luxord. I didn't know that I didn't know that you can take advantage of the fact that he doesn't attack you when you turn into a dice and use it to your advantage just to run down his time on purpose. Because like if your time is higher than his, they just have him turn you into a dice and then just sit there. He'll tell you to stop wasting time, but you're just like, man, I got plenty of time. I got plenty of time, man. What are you talking about?
All we're doing here is wasting time.
Until we finally beat up evil Haley Joel Osment.
God, we're gonna
You
have
will
to fight
die,
him
you
again.
will die, you will die, you will die, you will
God, what's
die.
his boss fight gonna be like in Kingdom Hearts 3?
That is poorly
I don't
timed.
think that's bullshit. It's this.
But we'll have a better
Oh
combat
man,
system,
I'm
that's
gonna
for
have
sure.
so much fun having to go through the streams just to have an accurate death count. I'm actually gonna see how much times Big Vanitas killed them compared to like normal enemies.
Oh, it will easily
Don't have
be the
the
most
death
of any
counter.
KH boss
We don't
so
have the
far.
death counter on, so we can't really.
Well,
No,
no,
he's
I'm
going
gonna
back
go...
into this and.
Yeah, because we forgot to do the death counter earlier because we were too busy talking.
Yeah, that's Fire Emblem and waifus.
Mostly Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, we talked about who we paired with in Fates, but
I don't think so.
What about Awakening? What was your Awakening pairs?
Lissa, for me.
So yeah, that's this is the common.
solely
If
Aqua.
I remember three of mine. Crom with the dancer.
Olivia.
Man,
Yeah,
you had to
that
work
was-
for that one.
Yeah.
See, you say I had to work for that one, but it totally happened by accident.
Well, by accident, as
Ha!
in, didn't support him with anyone else, or they all got married by that.
They weren't all married. It's just the fact that I just had Olivia talk to Crom a lot, and by the point where he needed to have a wife, she was the highest rank.
I almost don't
What?
believe that.
No, that doesn't make any sense because you have to have because Olivia
get her-
doesn't join earlier. You have to have her.
You get her
Like,
to
You
What are you
I
doing, that
think you
cat?
underestimate my power of stopping the story to go grind.
No, Olivia appears on the chapter that she first.
Yeah, I
You
don't
can't
think
get
out
her
of
in
the way.
advance. What?
No, what he's saying is that he spent so long on the freaking Gangrel chapter, just having her dance for Chrome,
Oh,
that
okay.
any remaining options were outdone by Olivia.
At least
I
you
find
didn't get
it-
the village
the fact-
maiden.
I just find it a little hard to believe that you didn't know about it.
I didn't. It was just like,
Because,
oh,
like, why
right.
you just happened to pick Chrome on a whim for be the dancing couple? Like, that's what I almost don't believe.
It just happened. I swear it just happened. I didn't do it on purpose.
But alright, for who I married, it was either Sumia, Anna, or Tiki. One of those three were the first.
I know I
Good
married
taste.
Sully first.
I remember the meanest thing I did was Sumia, because like Sumia's whole thing was the fact that she has a crush on Krav, and I remember going,
No, that's Cordelia.
Yeah, Cordelia gets the be forever in the friend zone.
Whoever is Cordelia is the redheaded Pegasus fighter, right?
Yes.
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 Who's the
Also, is
blue-haired
Pat
one?
gonna do this?
Blue hair. Well, there's no blue haired one.
There we go.
Awakening.
Well,
Finally.
you mean the only thing I can think of is if you're thinking of Cynthia, that could be Crom's daughter.
Oh my god.
The evil has been defeated.
For now.
Oh wait, did I turn her into a Pegasus fighter? Is a thing.
Well, for me, my very
Lucina?
first Awakening
No,
playthrough,
not Lucina.
very first Awakening playthrough, I did Crom and Robin because the game really like encouraged that one. And for my
Yeah,
male
but-
playthrough, I decided to YOLO with Sumian, and I realized, oh shit, they actually bond over something. Sumi actually grows as a character, and I really like
What does
that one.
Sumia
so yeah.
start out as?
The klutz.
Texas Knight.
The pie klutz.
As a what?
Pie klutz.
Okay.
We're talking character.
Aqua has the best
Class.
reaction for this. Aqua has the best reactions. It's basically us. It's like, yes, it's done.
What class is she? What class is she?
Pegasus Knight. She's your first Pegasus Knight.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, she's not. She doesn't have blue hair. She has like violet.
Silver
are-
brownish.
Super Austin, are they related in any way besides having similar names? Oh, just wait for Ben's story.
Or Ace, or she'll just tell him.
Way to ruin the surprise.
Well, I mean,
Because
it's an old game.
I always thought she had. It was still fun that Symia had like a thing for Crom,
Yeah.
but I married her anyway.
Good. It's like
And then,
unpopular opinion, but I think Sumi and Robin have much more chemistry than Crom and Sumi.
Oh, yeah.
and then
And
the
let's not,
last
we don't
one
want to
I
know about
remember-
the dreaded Pious support.
Hell, Crom and Maribel is actually pretty solid. And,
Oh, yeah,
Crom's Sully, I like up until they get married. Like, I think them as friends is actually a great support.
And then the last
I would
one
say
that
I really love the Crom and Maribel support just because Brady is royalty. Just to get that one conversation is like,
Well, even
it's like, you know, you're talking to royalty, right? Royalty.
I like more of Crom's reaction to hearing that his son decided to be a monk instead and be a healer, and he's like, I would rather be in your shoes, but I can't because I have to be the king. And that was actually a really nice sentiment.
Yeah, that's
I-
yeah,
I
that
remember
too.
I remember the last pairing that this is the last one that I remember doing. Cordelia with Farmer Boy.
Donald, yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
good.
I mean, that's
Donald was
interesting.
OP as hell in Awakening.
I mean,
Yes.
I
Well, he has
paired
good
Donald
reclass
with Noe,
options.
which, yeah, that was a
To
good
be fair,
call,
Urban, to be
considering-
fair, if you work hard enough, anybody could be OP in Awakening.
Yeah.
That is true.
Olivia and Henry are my OTP forever.
Olivia and
well,
Henry?
anyway, back to
Yeah.
I
plot.
can see it.
Are we gonna go on a poo break?
No,
we already did that.
We'll go on a poo rape once
After-
Chao
Oh
comes
yeah,
in.
we're past the point where Kyrie touched Aqua's Keyblade, and that's how she
Yeah,
revealed the
after
Keyblade.
this cutscene, we're gonna be ending for tonight and then picking back up Monday.
Yes,
So what's our-
this
so what's
is
our rate
sadly this cutscene is sadly ironic because the reason why she didn't give Sora the Keyblade is because she doesn't want him to deal a harsh and sorrowful life, and guess what happens?
Whoops.
Yeah, Sora is a game
And
the
we
Keyblade
thought-
anyway. Which the more I thought about it now,
We
The
thought it
more-
was bad up until before we started getting trailers for 3.
which like the more I thought about the reason why Sora can use a Keyblade because of this game, the more I really don't like it.
You see,
Mainly because
I kind of like
because
the original reason way more, that it was Riku,
Yeah.
but it just went to Sora because he was nearby. He lost it to
Because-
Riku again, but then kind of earned the right to that Keyblade.
Yeah, like the Keyblade being sentient, which makes perfect sense because I mean,
Which-
hell, worlds have hearts in this universe.
it also really
Works
helps
in with Riku, in which he has to earn his own Keyblade as well. And like,
it also really works for Sora because the qualities that make Sora a hero by the terms of the Keyblade are qualities that he had, qualities that he already had, and before he got the Keyblade, those qualities isn't what made him a hero. Is when he got the Keyblade, and because of those qualities, that he was actually able to go around and like defeat the Heartless and save worlds. So making it so the fact that Sora wasn't chosen by the Keyblade, but instead because he has someone else's heart inside of him that makes him able to wield the Keyblade, really ruins that.
again, it's that kind of it's kind of the storytelling that's getting more popular now. That I don't like with long-going series where you have to have an explanation for every little tiny thing. And that's
Because I am so lost right now.
Like, here's the thing. Terra giving Riku the ability to possess
That's
a Keyblade makes sense. It fills in the whole subplot. Like, yeah, okay, that's why he's the chosen one. Sora getting the ability to get a Keyblade because Ven's heart. That kind of ruins the whole emotional impact of the first game.
It's just the idea that instead of being chosen by the Keyblade, you just inherit the Keyblade.
Yeah.
Kind of downgrades the Keyblade for being like the sentient thing that chooses the people that it thinks are right to wield it. Where it says, "Oh yeah, the Keyblade is just a lightsaber. We just choose who can have it." Hey Aqua, you want one? Here, take it.
You get a Keyblade. You get a Keyblade. Everybody gets a Keyblade.
Just touch my Keyblade. Let's be extremely lucky that Sora wasn't the Keyblade master when he gave Jack his Keyblade.
Sophie, depending on how you say that could be kind of very bad context.
Where did the Keyblade touch you? Right here.
Look. You fool.
Not quite worthy of a game over screen, but close.
I swear to God, considering that the Pirates of the Caribbean is coming, is like is returning KH3. I'm gonna laugh if there's like a funny callback to that scene.
The greatest joke in the series was only you can wield the Keyblade.
Is that Mickey?
Yes, one last story from the Keyblade bearer. Don't you mean a Keyblade bearer?
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Mickey.
Aqua, no, don't disturb him. This is what Disney puts Mickey when they're not using him.
Put him in the void.
Mickey found dead in space.
More than legend.
This is where Disney stores him until they need him again.
The only thing that could make it better if he was cryogenically frozen.
Hey, Mickey! Aqua was able to save you easy peasy. Why can't you return the favor?
Don't worry, Mickey. I'll take you out of the Disney vault.
Here, I'm gonna drop you off to Fantasia Land.
Alright.
Go have a nap.
Unfortunately,
okay, are we good?
Unfortunately, we don't have enough time to finish Aqua's tonight, so Monday night we'll finish it up instead. So yeah.
Alright,
So that's
well.
good. I'm not. Alright.
Now the question is, what is our raid message?
I don't think we're gonna do a raid tonight. I'm ready to head to bed, so.
Yeah.
I gotta work
have a
on
good
something
night,
before I
everyone.
go to bed.